30 year. Yup.
Oh, hi.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good, good. Sorry I was a little bit late.
No, it's okay.
That last session was a little bit needed.
Yeah, I was watching it.
Good, good. Okay. Um but okay, let's get right into it. So share your screen. Let me just pull this up. So how are your
I
games
didn't.
been?
Oh, it's actually. Let me show you. It's most of them are MVP, either
Good.
team or match MVP.
Yep.
But the one I lose,
Mhm.
it's always like someone trolling. As you see here, we was playing for duelists,
Right, right.
and Reina
Yep, yep.
DC'd,
And
and
you know,
so
in those
they're
ones,
trolling.
there's nothing you can do, really, right? Like
Yeah.
what are you gonna do when it's four duelists? And they're obviously not. I'm assuming they weren't playing with each other. I don't know, but that's usually how four duelist comps go. Even in my games, everyone just starts running around doing their own thing. So,
Yes.
and those games out of your control. Briefly touch on this. There's a rule generally in gaming. It's called the 30-30-40 rule. Okay, so 30% of games are unwinnable, no matter how hard you try. Unwinnable. Okay,
Oh,
and then there's
okay.
30% of games, no matter what you do, they're unlosable. Okay, you cannot lose even if you run it down with your knife 10 rounds in a row. Some games are like
Okay.
that. 30% of games. And then there's 40% of games which are in your control. So the best thing to understand is that you got to really focus on that 40%. When there's a game in your control and you're about to win, you got to really capitalize and make sure you're going to win and not lose, right? Because if we add
Yeah.
the 30% that's auto win and then plus the 40%, let's say we make it a 40% always win, that's 70% we're winning at all times, right?
Oh,
So
I see. Yes.
that's how you have to look at it. Um, because if you don't bring that 40% up to a 40% win rate, let's say you only win 15%, 20% of that 40%, and you add the 30% of when you lose, right? That's about what?
Okay.
50%, right?
50%, yes.
So that means you're only going to be winning, losing 50% of the time, which is obviously a coin flip. You could literally just flip a coin and just know the outcome of your game. So that's how you have to think about it. You got to just really focus on that 40% that's in my control and making sure that you're really, really always playing consistently because we don't know which game is 30% auto win, auto loss, or 40% in our control, right? Do you?
Yeah. No, I don't
No,
know.
we both don't know, right? So that's why it's important to be consistent. So that way we're always kind of managing that 40% in a way, 40% of games. So that's what I'd like you to focus on. As long as you're
Yeah.
improving, that's important, right? So um,
Yeah, I think I'm improved. I
good.
think.
If you think you've improved, most likely you have improved. Because I think even before you weren't match MVPing too much, right?
No, I weren't. In Plat, no.
Yeah, and Platinum. But now you're starting to like I see it all the time now on your screen. It's like every other
Yeah.
game it's match MVP, which is good. Really good. So again, last session we kind of just touched on the fundamental stuff I taught you, the high level stuff, right?
Yes.
Communicate. And if you're watching that last session, you guys have I'm not saying you guys are the same players or people, but you guys have very similar problems. Not communicating, not using the protocol, not being aware.
Oh, yeah.
It's you guys are very
Yeah.
similar in the problems, not the person, but very the similar problems. So if you watch that session, you can learn a lot from that session too, which is to feed info well and to identify, and then not only identify, but to process and adjust. That's the key. I always knew that you did step 1 and 4 pretty well, which was you identify and make plans, but
Yeah.
you don't identify, think about what that means, and then find slash create or use concepts or solutions to make that plan at the end. So that's what I would like you to focus on is step 3 and 4, which is process information, and then step 3 is to adjust or use concepts or find concepts or add them together, whatever you want. You can be really creative in terms of that. Who's
Mm.
this guy? He's He is a
So what do you
alpha
want me to
student.
play today?
Whatever you want, brother. Whatever you feel, whatever you want. I would definitely recommend you playing um, the agent that you want to get better at, or the role you want to get better at. Other than that, it's fully up to you. Hold on.
Oh, mhm. Okay. Okay. Mhm.
Wait, did I give you alpha student role? I don't think I did. Let me see. Yeah, I did it. Let me see. I don't know why, but might have forgot. Oh yeah, yeah, I did. I did. Never mind.
$8 again.
Jesus. I don't know lately, like the last 2 weeks, like even me and the students, always like $3 to $4 before getting in a game.
Yeah,
Even me. I don't know. I think people are just like just
don't like
sick
the
of
map.
maybe the
Yeah.
maps and like just sick of auto losing. You know when you get in a game, like everybody insta locks.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like back then, 2 years ago, everyone would play it out, but now people are just like insta dodge, insta dodge, insta dodge. If they don't get the roll, they just insta dodge, which is
Mhm.
normal.
Okay, I want to be good at Initiator because that's my worst rule.
Sure. So we can work on
So
that today if you'd like.
yeah, okay. I just like trying to improve like from all the aspects,
Yeah,
not
yeah. I
the
honestly,
any
bro,
rule.
I really like that mindset. You're one of the few students that say that, "Hey, I want to get good at all roles to get better at the game." You're probably like the one out of two people that said that out of the hundreds of students I've had. Because most people go, "Oh, I'm a duelist, only gonna play duelist," right? It's like, but that mindset is good because you're gonna be able to look at the game differently than they are. They only look at it in a duelist's lens, right?
Yeah,
But you'll be able
yeah.
to look at it at an initiator, controller, duelist, sentinel lens where you understand utility to a better degree. So it's very good. Parks, a scheduled session for me. Is this? No, this is his fourth session. This is your fifth session, right? I think
Oh,
it
I
is.
think fourth.
Fourth or fifth, something like that.
I think fourth. Yeah.
Also, I am making your VOD from last week, so I'll send that to you as soon as possible. It should be
Oh, okay.
done from tomorrow or Sunday.
It was so bad actually. I was playing so bad
It's
because
fine. Don't worry
I
about
didn't
it.
play like the 2 weeks or 3 weeks,
Yeah, yeah, I
so
know
I'm
you're
losing
like a
more.
little bit break, come back. Yeah, Pookie, let's do it, bro. I'm down. I'm really down. A lot of work on with you, Pookie. Gotta give Pookie my heart and soul. Yo, Pookie, you down to play Dota tonight? I'm down to play like 1, 2 games after this session, and then I'll play Val with the boys.
So
Kind of
what's your recommendation to find the better sense?
better
I'm actually
sense.
trying.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, I'm trying like a lot of stuff.
You're on 1600, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
1600 on
So I'll be
AI.
honest. Me and you are in very similar sense. You're slightly slower than me. I'm on point 0.2, 1600. The
Oh, okay.
most important thing is that you stick to it over a month,
Oh,
2 months. Okay, just phase. We'll talk about it after this round or after the
okay.
game. I'll write it. I'll write it down. We'll talk about it after. Okay.
Okay. Check behind the box. Check behind the box.
Good.
You want to push, guys? Flashing. One. Oh,
Dizzy's up top. Someone's there.
So here. Oh,
Spike's down. I have the spike.
oh, I should have
Spike
planted.
down
I should
B.
have planted.
Enemy removed.
Save her backside. Save her backside.
comms were really good. I like the comms. You said, "Guys, you ready? Let's go!" And then everybody started going off that communication.
Yeah.
One problem though this round is that
One
I'll
enemy
try to help
remaining.
ask you what can you identify when you got into the site? What was the problem? I helped you out.
Uh,
What did you
I don't
do?
know. I didn't focus on one angle. I didn't focus on one angle.
That's
I'll
I was
true.
I'll,
just
I'll
like
Good
give
advice.
I'll give you the
moving.
answer. You got
Okay.
on site, right? You're the first one in, right? And you did
Oh,
nothing.
yes.
You look backside, look market, look default, look. You got stuck. You're not sure what to do. There, you should have just immediately took your wingman out. Right click, get the bomb down.
Yeah, I should have planted. Yes.
So understand that fundamentally with Gecko, that he's a different agent because you can plant without you planting. You can just send the wingman, right? So
Dropping smoke.
it's like a free hand, free arm.
I think one push mid.
Yo, do you
Maybe
ever
here.
still do 5 man, 10 mans? Nah, not recently, Jay. Is this the Jay? No, this is not hit Jay. No, it's not Jay. Umi. This is old school. This is Jay prior to hit. Kit J.
Oh, I have spike. Oh, I forgot.
This is NAJ. This is an EUJ. This is a student.
Let's run. Let's
He
run.
was a student prior.
That spike, Wings.
One enemy remaining.
What? Oh.
Spike planted.
Okay, just chill, just chill.
Ah,
Good
no,
round.
I should have.
I don't think you have to run at him.
Healing.
Yep,
Feels good,
but,
doesn't it?
uh,
Now do
Even
it
in that
again.
2v1, just gotta chill out a little
Yeah, I
bit.
should have. Yeah.
That's all.
Okay. We like to play mid and B.
Yep. So, what's our setup, real quick? Like generally, off these 2 rounds.
Cypher with Cypher B KO mid.
Yep. Good. Cypher
I
B,
think
KO mid.
You're going to play A. I think.
Yeah. They're leaning kind of 3/2 towards A, right? So keep that in
Yeah.
mind for now. Not saying use it, just keep that in mind for now.
Dropping a
I'm holding you right, Trader.
Okay.
Let's go.
We gotta kill. What should we do?
Rush for guys. Rush for.
Good. Tell them. Go, 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 go.
You have flash. You're gonna flash. You're gonna flash.
So flash outside
flash
for them.
outside.
Good.
Dizzy's up. Wingman's gonna plant spike. You did good.
Planting here, guys. Oh, he TP'd you.
Bro, what is this
Spike
wall?
digging. Thanks,
One
little man.
enemy remaining.
No.
Bro, look at the sage wall. What the hell? He's gonna spawn, by the way. Okay. Come around.
Pick my vandal up.
I'm 0-1.
Reloading.
It's fine. Don't worry about your score. Okay, how many times you gotta talk about this? Fuck your score. I'd rather you have a really good game by communicating, helping the team identify things like go, 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 guys, rotate, rotate. Let's do this. Let's run a fake. That stuff I look more than score. Your score doesn't mean nothing. Okay, your role is really to not get a lot of kills. I'll go pick up the bomb. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot it.
Okay, so you made a good identification too. Cypher B, 1 mid. They're leaning 2A, so we can use that against them later. We can run a fake. Okay. Even B is weak too. It's solo Cypher, so. Okay, now it's 2.
Reloading.
Okay, KO here, and I think Clove market.
So you should tell them, let's rotate, guys.
Let's rotate. Let's rotate. Let's rotate.
And then
They have
go.
info in it.
And then we have to just re-clear mid here. Be careful of A main push. That's it.
Barrier created.
Just keep going, keep going, keep going.
Enemy.
They're already going back. So we gotta go quick.
No peeking.
Or we go back B.
Okay, I'm flashing elbow.
Up you go.
Scale hard.
Oh, he smoked it. Oh, he TP'd.
And then plant the bomb on the corner, near elbow, okay?
Windows B.
Right here.
Cypher here, Cypher
Wingman's
here.
planting.
Yeah, he's on site, by the way.
Cutting their vision.
He's a
Default, default. Nice. Huge.
Spike
Yeah,
planted.
bomb down.
Thanks, Wings. All you, Mott.
Reloading.
Oh, I shouldn't have played.
Just chill. Just go in a corner. You're out in the open.
Oh, what's
Just chill.
Oh, on flank one. Okay.
Chaos flank.
I know exactly where you are.
One enemy remaining.
Okay, so-
Sick
It was-
next time, yeah.
It was lucky.
Good round. Honestly, it's a good round. I have one
Let's
problem
reset.
though.
Ready.
Deep breaths
Bro.
and all that.
You were elbow, right? And
Yeah.
you'll see it in the VOD. You'll see your POV.
Yeah, I
You
could
look
just run
link,
straight
you
into
look
the
spawn,
exile.
you look side, you're running around like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
headless chicken. Sit elbow and look spawn. Your team is looking link. And to know what you need to look at, I'll help you, is to look at the minimap. Look at their POV, their vision cone. You know that white cone that they
Yeah,
can
yeah,
what
yeah.
they see? Look at what
I
they're
will
seeing.
hold
If they're looking over there, I gotta look over here. If they're looking over here, you can't watch the same stuff. But you're just like kind of like flustered all over the place. Focus.
Reloading.
Wait, I'm gonna ult.
Satchel out.
Crash is ready. Not spike, Wings.
I never
Down.
Spike down B. One enemy
Nice.
remaining.
Good trade, good trade, good trade, good job. Decent round. Okay, what can you kind of identify as the
Please,
problem
please,
this round though?
Yeah, I can identify.
What's the problem? What can you identify? Small problem, not a big problem.
I,
and the-
I was late a little bit.
Besides
Any
that,
old things.
when you
besides
came
that,
out on site, what happened? Or were about to come out on site?
There.
Oh, I don't know.
Bro, you stood in the molly for 10 seconds.
Oh yeah, I thought it's gonna finish.
That's what I'm looking
Options
for. Yeah,
at
just
the end,
you
yeah.
just have to be a little bit more presence of mind to just stop, wait, and then go. But you're just like running through the molly, so like you're gonna die. You almost died, right? So,
Okay, yeah.
that's what I would like you to focus on in this round. That's it. Nothing crazy. Small little, not even a mistake, just a small thing. Little problem, small problem,
Reloading.
not crazy. But
That side
you
for
get
once you
flustered.
like
You know what
us?
flustered
Don't
means?
hide.
No.
It's not like a panic, but your mind is all over the place. Like I can tell. You're a little bit
Oh, okay.
panicking a little bit in a way. Like you're all over the place, bro. Your screen is all over the place. Calm down. Focus. Look at the minimap. Your POV. Your minimap. POV. You're just looking here, 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 here,
must
here,
stop them
here,
right
up
now.
there, up
Yes.
down, up there, left, right. Just chill out. Just calm your mind down a little bit.
Raise, run behind me, run behind me. I got him,
Got him.
Oh, ATP.
I don't know, he's behind that wall. Or maybe he TP'd.
Another.
Oh, he can TP
One
one.
of these.
What?
I don't think he can TP through that. You have Molly as well.
Airway's 95 behind box.
Nice,
One's
right.
ailing.
So I thought I killed him.
Yeah, sorry.
Barrier created. Last player standing.
I didn't know he can TP.
No, he didn't. He kind of he left. He kind of bunny hopped away. I think that's what happened.
Oh, I don't think so. He's so fast like this. Maybe.
Or he TP'd out right before, but I don't think he did. It looked like he got hit, but oh good.
So meaningless.
Because it made a sound
Give
like
them to me.
catch some.
Right. My God, he can flash over the wall and elbow. Gets all the set. Yeah. Look at chicken. I'm a small problem. Park made me flush the same cookie. This is the Park's real calm when he's raging on my team. So
Actually,
calm.
we're
Yeah,
playing
I'm
them
never
like reserve
calm
time
or
and
raging on my
winning,
team, man.
so
It's always
I'm gonna
raging.
keep it like this.
You're gonna what?
Let's start this
We are
party.
playing without plan and we're winning, so I'm gonna
Yep.
keep it like this.
Yep. So we don't have to switch up things too much. We gotta keep track of where they're playing though. Okay.
Dropping smokes.
Raise the hero. Raise the door. Raise. Glove, give me spike. Oh, Glove, give me spike. Okay, go plan.
Battle out.
Powerless.
Have a kit.
You had your fun.
My
turn.
Here.
Still there.
Spike carriers down. Spike
Mark it.
down. B.
Spike here. Gotcha.
I'll pick up the bomb ASAP.
One enemy remaining.
Good flank. I'll go B main.
Reloading.
Backside.
Hit you,
It's
hit you.
spawn.
Planted. Team
Come
A.
on, little man. We're still breathing. Cool.
So I just have one problem with this round, which is I probably would like you to pick up the bomb. That's it. Because
Oh,
the bomb would have been planted long time ago if you had it, right? You guys were on set for how long? The bomb's not down, so obviously that's a problem. The faster it goes
You need
down,
a gun? I'll spot
faster we win the round. That's how we have to look at it.
oh, I think.
Mark's the
okay,
most
so-
calm player I know aside from me myself. This is very true indeed. I think I'm really calm when I play, like in the moment. Like my mind is so calm when I'm in these like clutch scenarios, but I'm not calm when I'm like talking to my teammates when they're like
wait.
tilting the
What
fuck
phase?
out. I'm
Are you
just
ready?
raging. But like in those like moments where I'm like in the flow,
Or DK.
so calm. Like even in clutch
Okay, let's
moments,
go.
like I can like
Raise.
I can literally think about so much. It's like so calm.
Oh, okay. Backside. Go backside.
There.
Give Reyna time. Give
There.
Reyna time.
Smoke and a 10.
Bomb buddy out.
One more pick.
One enemy remaining.
Backside, Reyna.
Good,
Go ahead.
good comms.
Cutting their vision. Still inside.
Behind the box.
Behind the box. Yes.
Nice. Good comms. That combo really good. Just keep focusing on the comms. Feed
They
well
mess
and
with
full.
one of us.
Okay.
They mess with all of us.
And I know the game's going a little bit perfectly right now, but
Yeah.
you can
Where you want me to smoke?
you can make a call, right? Be like, hey guys, let's try A, let's try mid, let's try B, let's do a fake, let's do this.
Guys, let's go from mid market to B. I think they're gonna play a lot B now. So maybe
Yes.
we can do like some trick.
And I would put your mic a little bit closer to your mic. It's hard for me to hear. I put you up to 175% on Discord,
Oh,
so
okay.
it's a little bit
Okay.
No
quiet.
peeking. Barrier created.
To be really honest.
There.
Cypher A, I think.
Bomb barrier.
Flashing.
Dizzy's up.
Flash.
He has targets.
Huge.
Oh, okay.
Spike
It's
down.
fine. It's fine. They got your trade, right?
Satchel out.
As long as
One
they
main,
get,
one main, Reyna.
as long as they get your trade, it's kind of fine. They probably should get the bomb.
Oh, they didn't get it.
It's a little bit of a problem. Oh, you got
Great,
shit
bro.
on.
Yeah. We got one tabbed.
Yeah, he should have had the bomb a long time ago.
Headshot.
One main, one
Player
spawn.
standing.
Okay.
Oh, behind you, mid top. He's gonna TP.
One enemy
This one
remaining.
main.
He's mainly.
Oh.
Doesn't have info.
This calm.
We're here because we're the best. Don't any of you forget that.
Let's try A. Let's try.
What was your peak again? Plat 3, right?
Let's do.
Plat 2. Sorry, I gotta
Yeah,
update. I forgot to
Maybe
update.
range,
Oh, you're good.
Okay, Scott, Raze, I'm gonna flash elbow and you can double touch to elbow.
Yes. My ult's ready.
And someone can someone like hold left one?
Still inside.
It's TP. Oh, you know, he's good.
Healing you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cutting the okay.
That's a spike.
Yep. there's
Okay,
Plat
Jen,
2.
okay, Jen.
Spike's ticking. Thanks, no, I'm up, Mosh.
80. Jen, 80k. It was a bad round.
One enemy remaining. Dust.
Jen.
Hey, nice work.
Sorry, Gecko.
It's okay, it's my bad.
Viewers don't get a reset button, so stay alive, please.
Worth fragging.
Sure.
Spike.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't look at your score. It's fine. Okay, if anything, you
No
should be,
other lectures.
just look
Yeah,
at their ults. Yeah. Look at their ult progress. You know, KO's 1 off ult,
Yeah.
Euro 2 more, 3 more. Reyna just used it.
Still inside.
Fuck the score.
Pushing. I think so.
Dizzy's up top.
How she did it?
Dead.
Reloading.
Let me get the orb and plant, okay?
Grenade. Satchel out.
Just wait. 5 seconds, I'm gonna flash.
Good.
Okay, flashing. 1, 2, raise. Yeah, 1.
Up and away. Wingman's gonna plant spikes.
Nice.
There.
I think it might
So
be-
start taking back site. Start taking back site.
That's it, okay.
Back to
Yep.
me.
Boom, boom.
Thrash is ready.
Or,
I have my ult on
or
the-
pick up flank. It's fine too.
Enemy spotted.
I would pick up flank.
One enemy remaining.
Okay. I have my ult for plus 1. If you ult.
Arx, I'm having a watch party in VC. I got all the homies here. Nice.
There.
Yo, he's trying to untap. Okay. Okay, I have my ult raise.
Last
I'm gonna go
round
A.
in the
and
half.
Alt elbow and you
We
can push
cannot
behind
keep
it.
our goods after this.
Yes.
Spend all.
I'm out.
118. You want me to flash through or no?
I think the ult's just fine.
Okay.
It's all you, little homie.
Cutting the vision.
One on the left. Elbow clear.
Still
One
inside.
ally.
Reloading.
You're ally, you're ally.
No raise.
Can't do it.
Oh, I can't thanks.
Can't do it.
I know exactly
Debated.
where you are.
Yeah, it's
So you
like
should
that.
probably leave. You should probably go B.
They're pushing.
Last player standing.
Sit down.
Oh!
Player
Oh!
standing. One enemy remaining. Switching sides.
It's okay.
So after you kill the Cypher, I would have ran. I would have ran B because he's the B player, right? And when he takes space
Oh.
like that, means that they know you're A. And when you kill that flanker, means that there's nobody on B usually. So, especially when it's a Cypher. So I would have just ran down A main into mid to B after you kill the Cypher.
Let me know where to smoke.
I didn't recognize this while I was.
Yeah, that's fine. Good half overall. Good half. Okay, it's really important we get the pistol here though. It's really important.
Yeah.
So either they come back off the pistol or we close out the game. 11-13, 11-3.
Nice A.
I'm gonna anchor here. You can go, Sage.
I would let her anchor and you leave.
Okay.
Because she's
Sage,
the
you can
central.
stay here, Sage.
Right. I would pick
Pick
up
on
mid.
elbow. Pushing.
They're going B. They're going A. They're going A.
I'm gonna
Flash out,
flash.
flash out,
Spike
flash out.
down A.
60 on clove.
Somebody's there.
Two.
Last player
Smoke!
standing.
Smoke!
It didn't kill him?
No, he went in the smoke.
Oh, he were in smoke.
Yeah, you
Spike
gotta come
planted.
out clearing your
Got smoke in five.
corners.
I thought he was gonna clear it.
Yeah.
Like, he's also in front of me.
A little bit unlucky. But yeah, he died first
Once
though,
more
so...
into battle. I'm not
One tip I
tired.
can tell you is that when you come out of smoke, don't just look where you last heard them. Look everywhere. Like, just start fucking clearing everything.
When I come out from smoke.
Yeah, just clear behind you, right, left. Like, obviously, unless you know 100% that person is there, like a 1v1 or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Two
yeah,
v1.
better
But
try
like in
something
those
else.
scenarios, you're coming out smoke. You don't know where they are, right? So
okay.
just kind of be more vigilant. You gotta be really vigilant.
Cypher can be.
Cause I was a 5v2, 5v3. Just lost.
Okay, you made an derby. They're coming, pushing.
But Molly as well.
Grenade!
No, I don't have.
I mean Wigman, sorry.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
Sure. I think you could have thrown a dizzy when they're coming
Oh,
out. You're just
Yeah.
busy fighting the Cypher, the classic. I think you should just flashed. Or asked your team, are you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
ready? I'm flashing out. And then just flash out.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I didn't flash.
Nope.
I have bumper info here. Guys, you can play B. I'm gonna take info here and tell you.
Dizzy's up top.
Nothing B. Yeah, nothing A.
Sana.
I shouldn't push.
I mean, taking space there is fine. But what
I
can
knew
you
he was here. but
what
I'm
can you
not sure.
identify?
They're playing slow.
Yeah. So pushing won't
Okay.
work when they play slow generally,
Yeah.
right? Because they're
Yeah.
waiting. If they play fast, it's fine. But if you can pick up on taking pick up on that they are playing slow, then it's better to be patient.
They went mid back.
Spike
They went mid.
planted.
They went mid. They went mid. Oh, okay.
No charges.
There's
So
one
actually,
here.
I knew he was here, so that's why I wanted to like peek him and get double, so we have numbers.
Last player standing.
Yeah, but you know, you don't need to, right? We're on defense. You don't have to make it. You can just make it.
Yes.
I mean, taking space is good when you can.
With accuracy.
But you gotta identify first what their style is. But in this game, what are they kind of doing on their attack? Are they
Their
running it
attack
down on
is-
you guys, or
No, they're
No,
just
they're not.
waiting for us to
Yeah.
push. Yeah.
and they're playing cringe? They started mid, go A, B, back to mid. They're running around, so you're gonna have to be a little bit more on your toes. Gotta be more aware.
Okay.
Gotta make sure you're thinking
Um,
about other possibilities rather than just running it down on you guys, or it's a rotation.
No.
There's
So
my
I
buddy.
would
Oh, okay. One mid. One tall. Okay.
Spike planted.
Yo, over 60, backside.
Last player standing.
Out wasn't always had.
That
Okay,
guy's
guys,
literally
let's focus.
149.
So, do we mix it up? Double down? Let's talk.
Okay, guys, let's focus. Just don't push. Wait for them. Okay, they're playing slow. Or actually, we can push mid, all of us. At least
Can
two.
we have one more on A?
Oh, okay. I'm A.
You don't need to mid.
No, I don't mean. I said we're gonna push mid because at least two is pushing mid, so we can get numbers on them.
I think it's better to just hold sight.
You're mine right now.
I like that plan to fight for mid. Obviously, the whole team is gonna be begins.
Who's next?
Up and away.
You're all. Yeah, here, two,
Targets.
two here.
Back to me.
You're on me.
Leo styles.
Mosh pit.
Oh, I got this.
I'm gonna bring up.
Can't do it.
Enemy spotted.
Just 3v3 as long as you don't die.
He can see me.
Last player standing.
Nice try.
Not 20.
What do you think the
Can't
problem
use
is
that.
there after you kill the KO?
I wasn't ready for clove.
Yeah. And also, you're kind of doing
Dropping a
nothing,
smoke.
Spike planted.
right? Kill the KO and start moving forward, or give it up. You didn't choose either option. You just stood in the same area you killed him from and just waited to die.
Yeah, and he can see me, I think.
Yeah, he knows where you are generally. He's getting the KO can see you. He's calling out, oh, he's right here. He's right here. Get close, right here, on me, on me.
Okay. Can we try to push mid, please?
Little man, pump us up. Let's hear it.
Just all of us push mid. I'm gonna flash tiles.
Watching here.
Okay. Now we can rush. Just don't hold.
Come on, little homies.
Reina
Let's
holding
get it.
Marshall, okay. I think it's not gonna work while Reina holding Marshall.
Dizzy's up.
So look at the minimap.
First one. Though.
Oh,
One more.
Spike down mid.
He's going crazy.
Careful here.
One enemy
that's
remaining.
almost there. Call it.
Yeah, he styles too. Oh, on your right.
Oh,
Nice.
ugh,
Oh.
ugh. That club just saved everybody. Honestly, that was I think that was a pretty good plan by you. They played that perfectly though. They waited for that push, which was crazy to me.
Are we doing the same thing?
No, I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna push mid. I think they're gonna play B split.
I think the mid push is
And then
fine.
later, yeah.
Just a poor execution.
It's. I think if we pushed,
I think it was
we're
fine. The
gonna
call
look
was
low
fine.
side. Oh.
I like the call.
Ándale.
Just a little bit of poorly played. Like nobody knew their A side, but I knew they're all A side.
A. Cypher's A.
No peeking.
You don't kill me. Okay. Okay.
So take space here. Start flanking behind.
I'm flanking guys. Cypher cannons here. They're coming back. One tile. No! I hit the sheriff. I can't play sheriff.
But your positioning is bad.
Enemy removed.
Oh yeah, I should have like.
Like why tuck in a corner? You know, have an
Like,
off
you're
angle.
No charges left.
One enemy remaining.
You would actually you would have killed the cipher if you waited for him to walk up to you. You know what I'm trying to say?
One enemy remaining.
Like
And
I
you,
should
like-
have waited.
Yeah,
He
like
won't
hold an off angle there instead of running back into the corner. You would have killed him.
Actually, I have a
Okay.
problem with the sheriff. Like I play ghost
Ah.
more better than.
I don't think it's a gun problem. It's a more a positional problem.
Like I never left.
Why Clove ulted it's 3v1?
137 inner spawn.
Okay. He has.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a lot of things. He went in the corner and sat there, and so the cipher saw him coming
Yeah,
out.
he has.
If he
Spike
just held an
planted.
off angle on that area where Cypher walked up, he would have just killed. He was just one tap. The Cypher's deleted.
It's not over.
There.
So
I think we're gonna lose. Oh, okay.
nope. We're fine. Don't worry.
You know these rounds are losable when
Yeah, they're
hit
losable.
like a-
Gotta have some faith in our teammates. I don't think they're that bad. So
Okay, last time they push A.
well, they
This
started.
was-
Even with
They
numbers,
started A,
anything
and then
is
what did they do? They came
Remember
back
that.
mid.
Cypher came in and
Yeah.
they
Two
redid
of them
A,
did. KO and the Cypher. So a majority of them came back. Oh yeah, he had a chance there too, but that's a worse angle than the one just holding off angle. For sure, off angle's way better there than sitting in a fucking corner. But yeah, he should have killed
Not
him.
close the door,
Killed him. Even walking up, he could have killed him. Just walk up and just tap him in the head.
He smoked no.
Bro, I'm like so tired right now.
1B. All B. 3B.
I know exactly where you are.
Here, just molly the smoke. That's it.
Saw
End
you,
of story.
Mark.
They're out.
Someone's there.
One to your right, one to your left.
Oh, I can ult.
Enemy spotted B.
120
Player
Clove.
standing.
Upstairs. If I kill Clove, I think they.
Yeah, he killed Clove, you guys with that round. I also think you could have ulted. No?
Yeah, but I was.
No, prior to his ult coming out. You waited backside with ult. You could have just ulted down
Oh, okay.
way
okay.
before the KO suppress. That's how it goes.
No prisoners.
You should have bought here as well.
Oh. Yeah.
Enemy spotted A.
I think one mid.
0824
I think one
sub.
mid. Base. Cypher tile.
Saw you, little homie.
Push by envy. I got him. No, I didn't.
Yes, yes.
This is up top. Get him, man. Shot the wing.
So there, you just had to take your time with the ult. You would have detained them if you shot it
Oh, I did.
slightly
Here.
better.
Oh, okay.
Spike planted.
Pathetic.
One here. I think one elbow.
Elbow main. No Clove, he's right there under you.
Last player standing.
Oh. I think they're both side.
Oh, they're both on site.
Yes. Yeah, him, okay. On your right. It's one gen. Oh, what?
It's a smoke. Why would he not smoke it? Okay.
Oh, actually.
Okay. There's a few problems this round though.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
First problem is you should have detained that
As
cipher
much
and
as this
killed him.
world hurt me,
The second
it's
thing
Please,
is
can you play a site?
and I will
once
kill
you
to
realize
defend
he's
it.
not detained, there's no need to run it down there. Okay? Because you
Okay.
and Ray just ran it down because you thought he's not detained. You gotta slow down. His whole teammates came to help him, and then you just re-peek the Yoru. Just gotta slow down.
Oh, okay.
You can go the other way too. You don't have to go tiles. You can go right, bottom, mid.
Let's
Right?
flush them out.
Yeah, I
So
see.
it's
Yes.
about being patient. Slow it down. Not just running it down on the guy because you thought he's
Nice
detained.
B.
He's not detained.
Who's
No.
next?
BBB. You're also.
Does he know that you can?
Blow him up, Mosh.
I think he does. I think he does.
One tile.
I think he just
Ding,
missed. He's innocent. That's all.
Multiple enemies spotted.
And think.
I think B.
Spike planted.
Have a dizzy.
Yeah. Well,
Wingman.
Dizzy's up.
he peeked up the desk. He stairs.
Cutting their vision.
Stage. One here, guys.
Here.
One
Main.
enemy remaining.
Oh, he's not main.
Last player standing.
Oh my god, we almost lost this round. Oh my god. Okay, so
Easy.
what is the problem there at the end? Not at the end. When you came out backside.
Did you really expect that to work?
What
I
did you
think
do? Think
I-
about it.
I didn't
point.
like.
Come on, friends. We're
Replay
Expect
the
someone-
scenario. Replay the scenario. What did you do exactly? And you should buy here. Ask for a gun. Their whole team's buying.
Can
You have a
someone
share.
buy me,
Makes no
please?
sense. They're gonna buy.
Appreciate it.
You dizzied out backside and just ran out. You didn't even wait for the dizzy. Just dizzy and wait. Tell them backside's clear. I dizzied all backside. Nothing there.
Dream big.
Right,
Make
you're
it
being
happen.
a little too impatient on the retake. Team's not there.
Didn't smoke that.
You're just by
No
yourself.
peeking.
So let's walk down all the way. Keep walking.
Yeah,
We're gonna get caught in mid and die.
no one made until now.
Keep going. Keep going.
I'm flank. Where's Cypher's cam?
Just wait here.
there's a-
We don't need to break the trip. We just know. Tell them.
Yeah,
All
one.
eight.
I'm waiting for that.
Okay, now you can break it. Go.
I know exactly. Dizzy's down.
Both.
Oh, she didn't have peeked, right?
Yeah.
Same fault.
There.
Both here, both elbow.
One enemy remaining.
You have to-
I think it might.
Here comes the party. There.
Bro.
he has the spike, I think. He had the
Yeah.
spike, maybe. Oh no.
Okay. Who's got the
So even there at the end, be patient. I'll ask
Yeah.
a question to open your mind. Are they in sight, planting the bomb?
No.
No, not really. They're in elbow.
Yeah.
Obviously, you kind of broke it after they were coming in. That's the time to do it. But just be a little bit more patient. And then also, once you broke it, don't need a peak elbow, right? Just contain them. We know they're
Yeah.
either main, elbow. Our teammates aren't dead. Different story if our teammates are fighting them elbow. Then we're gonna have to start running out. But did they know you're there
No.
on the flank? They did know.
Oh, they didn't know after breaking the
did know.
trip yet.
Because you broke the trip and there was Cypher ult going up. They knew you're there, right? You gotta play the chess mind games there. Oh, I know they know I'm here. I'm not gonna peek. They're waiting for me, right?
Oh, okay.
So
I
it's a
see,
little bit
yes.
of a mind game there. I know he's staring at me. I know he knows I'm here. I'm not gonna peek. It's more advanced stuff, but that's that. Okay, so let's get through these notes a little bit. Actually, before I start, let me just go washroom real quick. One sec, period. Okay, you here? Hello? You here?
Oh yeah, I'm
Okay,
here.
okay, so let's break these notes down. So, first note's gonna be, let's go through your cons. So it's gonna be he's all over the place with positioning and post plant. So bombs down. Oh wait, on attack. Wait, you guys had started attack first, right? Yeah. On the
Yeah.
attacking side, bro, like you're all over the place. If I could show you, let me log in and show you. Okay.
Okay.
But it's all over the place. And I'm a little bit over exaggerating, but still, it's not calm. I need you to be calm. Let me just log in real quick. Let's
Yeah.
move on. I'll touch on this at the end. It's not at the end, okay? The next thing is keep track of where the enemy individuals are playing. Okay, you do this pretty well. I just want it better. Where you not only figure it out in the first 3 rounds, you figure out when they've changed it too. Wait, now this guy's here. Wait, this guy was Cypher's playing B, KO mid, 3 on A. Wait, now they switch it up. There's 3 on A now.
Yeah.
This. Moved here. He's here. This. He's not lurking or whatever. We'd like you to
Okay.
keep track better. Because I think you can identify where they play originally, right? But you
Yeah.
don't keep
Okay.
track. You lose the mental imaging. You know where they played 5 rounds ago, but you don't know where they are currently because you're not tracking where they've adjusted. And that's important. Okay, so think
Right.
about that a little bit, process it a little bit, okay?
Okay.
So I'm just updating. The next note is needs to clear corners. Gotta clear your corners. Okay. Out the smoke, not in the smoke. We won't go too crazy into this note, but for future reference, just look around. When you know how you're being like crazy in the post plant, your POV, like looking
Yeah.
around everywhere. That's what you should be doing when you're coming out smokes. You know,
Like
coming
taking
into
like 360 or something, like
not
seeing
a
all everything.
360, but more like 90-degree clears. 70 degrees, 180s, like those type of clears are more needed.
Oh, okay.
45-degree clears. To your left, hard right. Those corners I want you to clear better. Or
Yeah.
coming out smokes, look around, make sure nobody's behind you, stuff like that. Because sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, sometimes you tend to not be vigilant, as in making sure nobody is there. Yes, you may know, or I may know, or we feel there's nobody there. Make sure, because you're gonna run into
Oh,
it too as you
yeah.
climb, where you're gonna have good timings to get in those corners and or trigger discipline to. He knows you didn't clear him, so he's watching 4 of you guys and shoots all 4 of you, and you're all dead, right? So gotta kind of work on that a little bit better. Okay, the
Yeah.
next thing is needs to focus on his utility. You can use your wingman to clear corners too, right? The hard angles.
Oh,
Stuff.
yes. I
Even when you
noticed.
walk down mid, you didn't send your wingman to clear tiles. You just ran through and died to the Yoro. Send your wingman in
Oh,
there. It's a layer of
oh,
protection. It's a layer of information as
okay.
well. Okay.
Okay.
Mollies. I'll kind of teach you. So on defense, you kind of know how to do. I'm just kind of reiterating, refreshing your mind.
Okay.
When we're on defense, make sure you're utilizing them where your teammate has smoked off A main, B main, mid, tiles, wherever it is. Throw the molly there, go pick it back up, or just kind of, if you don't want to pick it back up because they're coming in, just find a good spot. But you got to use the molly a little bit better to deter them from coming in, because a lot of the times you're like, yo, they're coming in, they're coming in. Remember that time on B? You're like, yeah, on B, you're like, they're coming in, they're coming in. When you guys were on eco, you had a dizzy, you had a wingman, throw it, use it, right? Throwing it in a corner, throwing it in the air, doing nothing with it is better than what you did, which was literally trying to take a fight with a classic. You have to
Okay.
understand that Gecko's utility is super,
Super.
super, super strong. His utility is meant for you to kind of um, expend it, just waste it, throw it around. Okay, so focus
Okay.
on his utility. And as an initiator, I know you're not an initiator, so I'm a little bit more
Yeah.
lenient. But as an initiator, your utility usage is the key. Is like the most important thing about an initiator. That's really what they look for, is how good are
My
you
ultimate's ready.
with their utility. Okay,
Oh, okay.
so kind of
It can
take
be
that.
hard to me actually. I want to be there. So.
Yeah, I understand. I know it's not your. That's why I'm being lenient. Those like that are telling me they're initiator students, and if they played like you today, I'd be yelling at them. But I understand you're not really like initiator player, so I can understand. But still, honestly, For a guy that doesn't play Initiator, it's not that bad. Honestly, I give it like this game. I give it a good 6 out of 10. Not looking at your score, just your overall how you played. Not bad. It's not bad. I don't think it was bad at all. But just gotta tighten some stuff up. That's it. Okay. So let me move on. The next thing is, oh wait, before I move on, I'll just kind of show you what the first note I'm talking about. Okay. I'll show you exactly what you did on B when you're coming in on site. Just give me a sec.
Okay.
You see my screen?
Yeah.
You got my 4 friends, then 5 of us, that's 9. Man, we're stacked. Thrash is ready.
Okay, this is what you did. Which was
On
this
attack,
up
right?
up until this
Right
point. This
there.
was early in the game. Up until this point where you died was pretty good. When you went in was the problem. Okay, you remember you're like, guys, let's go, let's go, let's go. So you guys start coming out, right? And then you came out first. Remember how you were the first one out? This is what you did coming out the
Yeah.
smoke. There's a smoke. You're like this.
Mm.
Like I don't know. Like what are you like? Just take it easy, okay? And this is something you gotta develop on your own. I can help you in terms of showing you how I clear sites, but you gotta develop it on your own. And usually there is a textbook answer on this, but you come out, you gotta immediately look back site because they're gonna kill you. Look here, and then start scaling. Move, right? Send this bomb. You had the bomb on you too, so send the bomb down and then start scaling quick. Start going. But you stood here for so
there.
long, and then not only that, you kept looking, double takes, triple take. You didn't know where to go, but just in this moment in time, like I told you, you gotta be calm. I'm in on site. I'm not dead. Scale, like we touched on. Move forward,
Yeah.
progress. Okay, even if you die, you coming up to here and dying to this guy in the corner is valuable in some way, even if you don't think about it, even if you don't think it is, and I'll explain why. If you die here versus you coming up here and dying to this guy in the corner, what's the difference?
I have info that there's someone there.
Beautiful. That is literally what I'm looking for. You have information that somebody is there. You've fed information in some way, even though you haven't actively said, yo, one here. They'll know somebody's there. You've died, right? So
Yeah.
that's why it's important to scale. It becomes a layer of information too. When you go scale and you die here, everybody automatically knows. Obviously, you should tell them too to reconfirm, to know 100%. But everybody automatically knows somebody's backside. So that's what it will help you do as well. But you just sitting here, looking there, looking there, looking there. You don't know. You don't know what the hell's going on. Just best thing to do is just fucking run, take your gun out, and start scaling backside. That should be your first. Yeah, that should be really like first, second thought. Getting on site, then going to backside, clearing the site. So we touched on that note. Okay, you understand what I mean on that note?
Yeah.
A little bit all over the place on the post plant. So post plant and overall just entering as well. Okay, so let's move on.
Okay.
The next thing is needs to work on his identification protocol. So I think you're pretty decent at it. Like I know you a little bit. I think you're pretty good at it. I just want it better. You're not keeping track. That's how I can put it into words. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
Like you'll
Sure.
do it, but then it just stops. It goes cold turkey, and then you pick it up again later. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with that too much. But there's a problem with that when you do it. You found a good solution adjustment. It works. Now they found a solution adjustment, and then you're not keeping track. So then you don't know what to do. You can't read anymore, right? You do it, they do it, because they're gonna do it too. This thing I taught you, they're gonna do the same thing of identifying what you guys are doing as a whole, and whether they think about that actively the way we think about it or not. They're thinking the same thing. Wait, they're doing this now because what we did before. Let's do this. So then you gotta be able to track this stuff in your mind. And I'm not saying to pinpoint it, 100% track it, but generally you gotta understand if they've switched their style or not, is what I'm really getting at. So you do it, they've done it. Don't just forget and stop because it starts working. You even said, "Oh my God, it's like a perfect game. I'm just gonna keep it this way because we're winning."
Yeah.
That's like there's something wrong with that. Logically, that makes sense. Our adjustment keeps working. Don't need a change. That makes sense
Yeah.
logically. But the problem with that is once they change it, what are you gonna do? It's already too late for you to change. Or not
Oh,
late,
yeah.
but it's gonna take too long. They might even be ahead of the adjustment that's taking so long. You get what I'm trying to say? For example,
Yeah.
you use it, they readjust, you stop using it, right? Like
Okay. Yeah.
it's a little bit of a problem there. You gotta make sure it's running so that way you're always keeping track of not only what they're doing currently, but what they can do in the future, what their switch up can be as well. So it's a little bit hard for me to explain. It's a little bit more of like a advanced concept as well that I already know you understand. It's just all about for you to making sure you're keeping it running. You keep tracking. You keep thinking. Just because it's working doesn't mean you just stop. The highest level players, no matter if it keeps working, the plan or the adjustment, they think about the adjustment to their adjustment coming up. You get what I mean?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it.
So that you'll run into that where you're gonna be lost mid game, mid area of the game, round 24. Sorry, not 24. Round 12, round 13, 14. Round 9, 10, in that range of part of the game, you're going to struggle. And that's what happened. You guys were up 7-1, and they slightly started coming back a little bit. They even won the 2 rounds at the end, and then they won. Oh, wait. No, they didn't win pistol, right? Wait, did they win pistol? No, they
No,
didn't.
they did do that. They did win
They
pistol.
did, right? Yeah, yeah, sorry, sorry.
Yeah.
Uh, the student before you were playing on the same map, so I couldn't remember, but
Yeah, I saw it. He
yeah,
was
yeah. You
playing
remember when
Kevin.
they
Yeah.
got it was 9-3 and then they got equaled. They equaled them, but
Yeah.
yeah, you guys also lost pistol too. But and that was there's a lot involved, but that's mainly what it is happening there. Um, some smaller micro mistakes there as well, like you coming out to smoke, not clearing the guy behind you, and then that was a part of it too. But I think as well that if you're on top of your identification on that round, you probably would likely have been on site somewhere trading out, killing them. It was a 5v3, by the way, too, that you guys lost. So
Oh, yeah.
that's that. But so on that note, just make sure it's running. You're tracking them. Okay, this round, this is what they're doing as a team. They're aggressive, running it down on us, guys. Individually, this guy's here, this guy's here, this guy's here, this guy's here. Next round, you got to think about it again. Let's say what your adjustment the adjustment you've made, it works, right? There's no need to make a new
Yeah.
plan, right?
No.
Still do step 1 and 2. Maybe not step 3 and 4, but do step 1 and 2. Does that make sense?
Yes.
As in making sure, step identify. Okay, as a whole, it's the same thing. Individually, same setup. Process it, same thing. Don't need to think about it. Next round, they slightly change it. Okay, as a whole, same style. Individually, this is setup. Okay, and then let's say what their adjustment is starts working against you, right? Let's say we've adjusted, and then they've adjusted, but it starts working. Like you guys are losing 4 or 5 rounds in a row, 3 rounds, whatever. Then obviously, you gotta readjust and make sure the solution is really good. But it's this push and pull game that you really gotta play. You see something original, obviously pistol round. You're not gonna know what they do. It's a brand new game, right? Round 1, you don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah.
First round, I'll give you the recipe. First rounds, soak in where they have started, what their setup is, generally what their style is, and then round 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Think about step 1 and 2
Yes.
all the time,
Oh,
and then do step 3 and 4 if need be. As in, let's say it's 7-1. Obviously, we don't need to make an adjustment, right? We don't need to fix what we're doing. We may try different things. As in, let's say we were running it down, we could just go somewhere else and run it down. Or we were running fakes a lot, we can go somewhere else and run a fake. That's fine. Step 3 stays the same. But you're gonna run into a problem when it's not perfect and you don't know what to do because you're not tracking and keeping your mind running and thinking and figuring out what being ahead of them, steps ahead of them, is really I'm trying to get at. And this is
yeah.
what this protocol will help you do, is being ahead of them. Okay, I've been giving this example a lot lately in terms of the identification protocol that's been working a lot. Like people start to understand it when I give this example. If let's say you had a friend, right, Luki, and
Okay.
you knew exactly who he was as a person, how he behaves, how he, what he likes to do, how, in which rate he likes to do things, and how he thinks, how he is a person. You know his, his background very well. You know his life story. What can you do to that guy? If you knew exactly how he thinks, reacts, feels, knows, been
I'm
raised,
getting a step ahead of her.
yes, you can be fucking 20. You can literally make him jump off a building if you would want him to.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's an over exaggeration, but what I'm trying to say is that you can manipulate him in some way, as in using what he likes to do against him. And that's what you have to do and think about against the enemies as well. They like to do this. I'm gonna use this against them. They like to walk down every round on us. I'm gonna use that against them. I'm gonna wait around and kill them. They fast rotate it. I'm gonna use that against them. I'm gonna run a fake. I'm gonna set up a fake. They keep running fast rotating to A, first contact. I'm gonna use that against them. I'm gonna fake A, go B. And this is the next step you need to becoming a ascendant, immortal player, level thinker. I'm not saying in terms of mechanics, in terms of thinking. True immortal, not rank immortal. There's a difference. True immortal and a rank immortal. A lot of people are rank immortal. Not a lot of people are true skill immortal thinkers. Okay, so think about that a little bit. It's all about manipulation. As fucked up as that sounds, like, why do we have to manipulate the enemies? I'm sorry, that's just a part of warfare. And the game we're playing is literally warfare. We're playing war. It's 5v5, shooting each other, killing each other in the head. Bomb, defuse. Explode, defuse. It's warfare in some shape or form. So, gotta get in the minds of the enemy and understand and use and manipulate. And it's a lot involved, I know. But just soak in that, what we just talked about. And not only soak in it, apply. And for you, in terms of the identification protocol, isn't much. It's not like I have
Yeah.
to. I've taught you this, and you get it pretty. Remember the first session I told you. I'm like, yo, you do step 4 really well. You just gotta do step 1, 2, 3. Remember that session?
Yeah, I
Now,
remember.
now you're just on step 2 and 3. You've been working on step 1. I can see it. Still gotta get it better, where you're doing step 1 every round, identifying every round to make sure they haven't changed it. But now you gotta start processing that information and then finding solutions better. Okay, but I think you always did step 4 very well, which was making plans, making sure you're managing them. I always thought you did that very well. But get ahead and be more better with this identification tool. It's a tool. It's not even a checklist. It's a tool for you to use. Okay, you even saw the last session, right? Did you watch the whole session?
No, no, not the whole one.
You watched
I watched
Sunset,
like
his
the
last
last.
second game?
Yeah, sounds
He
sad. And I
literally
watched
took
like first 2 rounds. So
he
that's
literally
all.
took over that game off identification protocol. Literally, he was 3-20 or 3-15, whatever his score was. But I told him, I said, really good game. You literally single-handedly won your team that game off feeding info, identifying for your team, and then making adjustments and finding solutions, and then making sure his team was gonna do it. He literally that's all he did, and helped them win the game in my eyes. It's not score. Okay, it's about setting up the
No.
team, setting up yourself. That's the next level of playing Valorant. Okay, that's
Okay.
the pro play. That's the way when you look at pros play in VCT, tier 2, tier 1, that's what it is. And that's what I teach to my students, because at the highest level, that's how Valorant is played. If I teach you guys how it's played at the highest level, anyone can play Valorant. Okay, so obviously ranked's a little bit different, but still, it's just minor adjustment. That's not much to it, but understand that. Okay, let's move on. The next note is needs to look at his mini map more. There's a lot of a
Yeah.
lot of rounds you're not looking at your mini map. We've touched on this before.
Because
Look
like I'm
at
afraid
it.
to look and then someone peek me.
I'll ask a question. Aren't you gonna die anyways? Did you not die 20 times this game?
Yeah, I do.
So then look at the mini map. If you're gonna die anyways, you might as well look and give it a shot. Don't be scared that you're gonna die if you're gonna die anyways. For example, if your chances of dying in a round in any game, any round is like, let's say it's like 60%, 70% chance you're gonna die. You looking at the minimap, not much more. If anything, it's less of a chance you're gonna die because you're sitting in a corner looking at the minimap. Okay?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Obviously, there's gonna be some times where it's hard, it's hectic, middle and side, they're taking side, there's all this utility. Yeah, it's gonna be hard, but me, I still do it. Even when the rounds are hectic, I look. The team will be taking the site. I'm on defense. I'm backside, and I'll look at the mini map while they're coming in because it's giving me information on exactly where they are. When I see question marks, their icons, etc., etc. It opens
Oh, okay.
my mind up in this situational awareness. It helps me prepare. Wait, one left, one right. Then I look at my screen, kill one left. Then I automatically know one's coming to my right because I've looked at the mini map prior. I saw two question marks. I saw one on the left, saw one on the right. I know generally where he is. Okay, so it's a skill. Again, it's not genetics of being quick at looking at the minimap, looking back at your POV, but it's a skill, and I can help you. What you can do is get in a custom map. You should do this for with every map. Get in a map, run around, keep your crosshair placement on head level. Every angle you are going, run W key around the map. Look at your crosshair. Look at the map. Look at your crosshair. Look at the map, and you just keep building the skill. I never did that to develop it, but that will help you do that when you're running around and looking at the minimap quickly. And you go back and forth, quicker, 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 quicker. You push yourself to making sure you look at it quick, and come back quick, quick. Start crouch peeking and running around and sitting in a corner, then look, whatever. You build that on your own. But that's one way to build it. I learned it through playing other games that required looking
Up.
the minimap.
Oh.
Dota 2, StarCraft 2. Those are very minimap intensive games, as in your eyes need to be super sensitive to the minimap. One red dot, you gotta pick that shit up. No, it's there. That's just the way the games those games are built because information is everything in that game. Valorant slightly different, but still just as important. That's where I got my skills from other games, but you can develop it too. Okay, it's not genetics. Let's move on. But on top of that note, look at it more. I can tell. I don't even need to be in your room, Loki, and I know you're not looking at the minimap because you're not aware. Somebody that's super aware is looking at the minimap. He's feeding himself all the information around him. So think about that a little bit. Feed yourself. Won't you want to feed yourself? That
Well,
every
I mean,
small
yeah.
detail, every small detail. Don't you want to know where exactly all 5 are?
No, I want to. Yes.
Yeah, if you do, gotta look at the minimap. And once you get to that point where you can do it to yourself, you can feed your whole team like I do. Where I fucking call out there's a guy behind him across the map, and the guy goes, "How the hell did you know that?" And I just tell him, not cheating, using my brain. That's a joke, obviously, but I'm just super hypersensitive to the minimap. Just how I was raised in gaming in general, in my generation. A lot of minimap usage, okay, in any game. Okay, the next thing, so let's move on. The next note is if team buys, he should buy. So this is fundamentals of economy. Okay?
Yeah.
It's the basics, and this happened twice. First time I told you, you should buy. You press tab, you saw all of them had a loadout. They had armor, gun, utility. You're the only one with light armor sheriff with 1900 credits. Right? That's silly. And I'll ask
Yeah.
it to you in a question for you to understand. If you were in that position, okay, you're a part of the 4 people that bought. And one guy, let's say it's a Sage. The Sage has a sheriff and light armor. All of you guys have a full buy. Full armor, gun, utility. Do you want him to have the sheriff light armor, or would you like him to have a gun?
No. No, I'm gonna buy him. Yeah.
No. Regardless of you buying him, would you want him to have a full loadout or to not?
Oh, yeah, of course. I
Right.
have a full.
Right. So you have to think about the same way. They're thinking the same way. Wait, they're like, why is this guy not buying? Like, can you buy? Like, that's what they're thinking in their mind. That's what I wouldn't hold that in. I would tell you, yo, bro, buy, bro. We're all buying. That's what I would say in my game. But obviously, a different elo. I don't even need to say that in my elo. Everyone knows. If everybody buys, everybody buys. Everybody saves, everybody saves. There's no discrepancy in economy unless there's a hero buy going on. That's a little bit of a more advanced thing that we won't touch on. You won't even understand or need that right now. That's like a Mortal 3 plus area. Okay, but that's a different story. So when they buy, you buy. When they save, you save. And this start of the round, don't run around. Look at your econ. Look at the boat. Look at your tab. Look at the scoreboard. That gives all the information. Can we buy here? Okay, we're all buying. All need to buy. Make sure your whole team buys. Then look at ults. What ults can we get up? What ults do they have? how many ults orbs are they off of their big ults, like Vice ult, ISO ult, KO ult, Teo ult, whatever. You gotta keep track of this stuff too. Okay? So a little bit of a fundamentals of the scoreboard economy. Okay? The next thing, impatient on the retake. This happened 2 times, 3 times where you just ran out by yourself. Just take it
Yeah.
easy. And to know if we should go or not, I'm gonna ask you, how do we know? What tool on the screen can we use to help us understand if we're gonna go out or not, or wait, or whatever it is? What is it? Tell me.
Minimap.
Minimap. That's it. You got it, bro. Bravo. I know you're a smart guy. That's it. To know if we need to wait on the retake, or to go right now, or whatever, or to entry right now, to go in on the entry, to wait on the entry, is the minimap or communications. That's it. All you had to do was look at the minimap. Wait, Reyna Sage is far as fuck. Just dizzy backside and say, guys, I have backside. Backside's all clear. They're only default main and that cubby. That's it. And you wait for them, and then they're ready. Guys, ready? Obviously, I'm slowing it down. We wouldn't talk like this in game. You're like, ready? They're like, ready. Everybody starts flying out, right? But be a little bit more patient on the retake. And for you specifically, to be more patient on the retake means looking at the minimap. Okay, we'll talk on the so pros. I think your communication was very good this game. Feeding info well, accurate, specific and detailed. I think you can be louder. I even told you, like, bro, I'm not joking. I put you at 175%, and it's still quiet. I don't know if the mic's very far from your mouth or whatnot. Put it a little closer. Speak clearly, because even when you're making plans mid round, it's hard for me to hear with all the gun noises and utility going on. I can't tell what you're saying. You're like whispering, like blah, 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 blah. Like I don't know what the hell you're saying. Say it with your chest. Guys, go B, go B. Guys, group up now. Rotate. Let's go. Guys, come here. Come. Do boom, boom. Needs to be clear and loud. I can't tell what you're saying. If you're in my game, I'm like, what are you saying right now? Okay, I'm not saying put it on your mouth, but make sure that it's clear. Comms. Okay. Speak a little bit. Let me see.
Yeah, is it okay?
Yeah, a little bit. It's a little bit. It's a little bit timid. You're not confident in your voice. You gotta be confident.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Don't be scared of how whatever. And I know you're not. It's just add a little more volume to your voice, because it's hard for me to understand sometimes. Especially if it's chaotic, I probably would not be able to understand. So that's that. I'm trying to help you where there's no discrepancy with your teammate. Where they're like, what did you say? To you like 5 times. You're like repeating yourself, right? So that's that. Okay, let's talk about sense real quick. So you wanted to talk about sense. So the only thing I really want to say is that you should stick with your sense. Okay, the sensitivity, especially in this game, it's gonna play a lot of tricks in your mind. Fell in that trap a little bit too, where I have a sense for a while and then I change it. I feel really good for 3 games. I drop, go play a perfect game 3 games. I'm like, this is my new sense. Stick on that for another 2 weeks. It falls off. It's absolutely shit aim, and then I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna go back to my old sense. Go back to my old sense. It's good for 2 days, and then 3 days later, it's dog shit again. It's a cycle of changing it. The best thing you can do: pick one sense, whatever you think is fast enough, slow enough, accurate enough, whatever, and you literally stick with it. Day in, day out. Aim train with it, DM with it, play with it, and you don't even think about it. Because if you do think about it too much, oh man, it's my speed, it's my sense. Oh my god, my sense is getting me killed. You're gonna get in that cycle where you're constantly changing it, and you're never happy, and you never feel the sense actually like coming into fruition. Okay, and I've been there where I stuck with a sense for like 2, 3, 4 months, and I'm just like, holy fuck, my aim feels so good. Okay, I've been on both spectrums where I get stuck in the trap where I keep changing it, and I've been on the other spectrum where I don't change it, and I'm telling you, it's night and day. When you feel so good about your sets because you stuck with it, trained with it, spent a lot of hours in it, unkillable. People cannot kill you, and so that's what you have to adopt, as well as to not change it. Obviously, it's best to find the best, most optimal sense first, and then never change it. Right? That takes time. But how do you feel with your sense? Is it too slow, too fast?
I think sometimes I feel it's too slow.
Too slow, so then put it up. And what I like to do, don't keep it on decimals or uneven numbers. Me, I keep it on whole numbers, so it's either 0.2
Uh,
and it's even numbers. I keep it on even numbers. You know how like you're 0.165? You might as well just put it 164, 1.166. Keep it even. That's what
no,
I
okay.
do. Okay?
Oh,
Or,
yeah, I
or you
see.
just keep it in two decimal places. So you just keep it 0.16. You get rid of the third decimal. That's what I keep it on two decimals. That's it. I don't go past three decimal. I don't go 0.485. I just keep 0.48. That's it. 0.2, 0.4. I don't really have a third
Mm-hmm.
uneven um, decimal to me. It just fucks with my mind. It's harder to
Okay.
and it's also harder to split when you're changing your EDPI from 1600 to 800 or to 400 DPI. It makes it harder to calculate in terms of splitting it in half or multiplying it in half. Okay, if it's too slow,
Okay.
go to 0.18. I usually go up in zero point 0.2 increments.
I see.
0.02, sorry. So you know you're at
Got it.
0.16. If it's too slow, put it at 0.18. Okay, even if the, right, if it's too fast, then I would go 0.14. That's how I increase my increments. Because if it's
Oh,
too
okay.
big of an increment, if you go from 0.16 to 0.24, like it's just so big, right? It's
Ah,
the time for you to adjust to the sense is gonna be really bad, or
yeah.
really hard on you. It's gonna take longer. So that's why you change it small increments, so that way it's not that big of a difference. Slight differences, but not that big. All right. Okay. So,
I'm gonna try 1.6.
sure. You did say it was too slow though, so you should probably go
Yeah,
up. But it's all good.
exactly.
Whatever your
On A.
preference is. Uh, I'm on point two, and I think point two is like perfect for me. I used to be on 0.24 1600. That's really fast. I used to be on 0.48 on 800, but now I'm on point 0.4 on 800. So I've slowed it down and it made it better, more precise, more control. Okay, let's get into this last game.
Okay.
We're not gonna do three games today. We're just gonna do one more because we were talking for so long. Breaking it
Oh,
down is more important. Any questions on this game? These notes so far?
no, it's really good.
Okay.
Yeah, just like uh, I saw the whole story now.
Yep. Yep. You see the whole like stuff we're talking about now, right?
Yeah,
It's good.
like if they're together, if I do them together, I'm gonna be very good.
Yep. I think you can. That's the thing. You're not like some of my students. I have to teach them this from the ground, literally ground. Like babysit them, teach them this stuff. I can kind of get a sense you understand this stuff. You've used it before. It's just a matter
Yeah.
of putting them together. That's the hardest part. As in, what does that mean? Putting them together, using all of this stuff all the
Together.
time. Like literally,
Yeah.
like always thinking about these things is really important. Okay.
Let's play same Asian, same map.
Sure. So this game, I'm gonna try to not help you as much. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be more observing, writing notes. I will help you when need be, when you're struggling. But overall, I want to see if you can apply this stuff by yourself.
Okay. Are they gonna dodge? I think. Smoker. Okay. Okay. Hi.
I'm not talking to you. Hey, Killjoy. Tell me if this is a fire quote that I made by myself. It goes something like, if you run from death, you stood still in life. How about that?
This is the worst quote I've ever heard in my life.
Pretty fucking good, bro.
Like, why is this guy lying to him, bro?
Gecko, you want to hear another quote I made all by myself?
I think it's Flash. Here, someone please.
Turret out.
Okay, sorry.
Dizzy's up top. You did good.
Dropping smokes.
What is it?
Wingman's planted.
Out. Placing swarm grenade. Enemy killed. Placing swarm grenade. Reloading. Swarm
Mike's
grenade
sticky.
out.
Thanks, little man.
Two, backside.
I'll take it.
One enemy remaining.
What? 105 market.
Yep, decent. Yeah, that round was way better. Came out, looking around, put the bomb down, and then immediately start fighting.
They're all dead? I have more tests to run.
So any recommendations and suggestions?
Good.
Nah, not really.
Analyze,
That round was
then improve.
decent. It's pretty good. Nothing like I didn't really see any mistake. Besides maybe killing the jet. That's about it.
Oh yeah. I think like it was one ammo, so I give him a shot
Yeah.
and I reloaded it.
Yep. I think you could have, in terms of your positioning, move. You know how you kill the sky? You stood in the same spot. You kill the sky fighting the jet.
Oh,
You
yeah,
could have
actually.
moved left. You could have moved right. You could go back, be main. You could go stairs, whatever. Backside.
I got the
Be a
spike.
little bit more creative with the micro adjustment in terms of movement.
Enemy spotted me.
Oh, okay.
Reloading.
Okay. Okay guys,
Enemy
flashing.
Up the way.
Yeah.
That's the spike, Wings.
Placing swarm.
One market.
Swarm grenade out.
Spike planted.
I need for Reina, 35 Clove. Clove has multiple dogs. Stairs, stairs, stairs. Stairs.
Last player
happening?
standing.
No clue.
Hey Gecko, do you play League of Legends?
No.
Hmm. Want to know something? Hey Killjoy, you want to know something?
Everyone makes fun of German
Wait, no, what?
efficiency.
Wait, no, what do you play? What do you play?
Just keep laughing as
Tell me
you
what you
use
play,
all my
please.
gear.
Okay guys,
No.
let's try A.
Of course.
I played like League of Legends once
Oh,
and
like you.
I played jungle actually.
Wait, really? How'd you play jungle for the first time? That's a pretty hard role for the first time.
No, I just like some friend like told me some things and then like I played.
Placing sentry.
Oh, Killjoy, what's the
Dizzy's up
rank?
top.
I'm bad.
Run, little man.
Hey Killjoy, what's my rank?
The wingman's down. Mosh pit.
Reload.
No.
Still in sight.
How did that guy get past?
Two gen on the left. Okay.
My ult. Last player standing.
Okay, I was freaking blinking.
Ah,
Not
106.
sure. A little bit of a whiff there.
It's
Yo,
a spectre,
just again,
so I don't
Killjoy.
know what should I do.
I think you could have even not shot him.
Cliche
Just
shoes.
run, spawn,
Oh.
walk,
Solid,
walk,
dude. You
spawn.
can't even wear shoes.
Yeah.
No, guess again. I'll give you a hint. I'm pretty good at the game. No,
I think
guess
the flash
again.
kill can get him. What is this guy doing? Ah.
Which it doesn't
I don't know,
matter.
bro. It's all good. Just
Just
focus
assume
up.
Quick peeks now. Turret out.
You know what that is? It's a little Japanese term.
Dizzy's up.
Find myself in Japanese, like, I tend to learn.
Does it get anyone?
I got you. I got you.
I'm trying to get that one who's pushing from here.
Yeah, I think it should. It depends on the timing, but
Wingman's gonna pop. You're not ready. See ya. Rash is ready.
One more kit, one more kit, one more kit.
backside, backside.
Spike's sticking.
One backside. I'm gonna play on my ult, okay? Go! Clove! I should...
Is that Clove's fault? I don't know.
It's mine, but he should have
One
been covered.
enemy remaining.
He's watching same angle.
Last
I mean-
player standing.
He didn't even shoot.
I think it's a little, not really his fault, but I think it's your fault that you're not aware that
Oh yeah, yeah.
the
I should've
Clove is
looked.
back. Like,
Look
you
back.
know he's back, so I told you
Okay,
too.
nice try, guys.
All you had to do was sit default or walk.
Hey, Killjoy, just one last time.
Yeah, we'll keep
Be
it
a
playing
little bit
now.
more
I'll give you
aware
one last guess,
that
Killjoy.
the smokes were going down, right? They're
We
not
gotta
forever.
pick, we move in. Got it?
Yeah, yeah.
So
No.
Are you buying? Okay. I'm buying. Oh, we should go away. Maybe next round.
You're mine right now.
I'm gonna flash it from here, make it easy.
Placing sentry.
There's my buddy.
Reloading.
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 I know exactly where you are.
Guys, give me a right side.
Gun here. Peace.
Okay.
Last player standing.
Okay.
I'm gonna chase you.
Mid. No! Hold the knife.
I think you should have probably waited
Win.
to just kill the
Tell me where to
beat
go.
me, guys. Yeah, like you kind of knew the mid was coming after, but
Yeah.
like the timing was bad
Okay, I'll give
because
you a hint. It starts with a D.
they were literally about to peek you and then you just look mid.
Yeah.
Begins with a D.
Rina, I'm gonna ult hit. Can you from behind my ult?
Wait, KJ's guessing. KJ, you flirt. Stop saying that.
Rina, run behind my ult. Okay.
Okay, fine, fine.
It's all you, little homie.
Sentry.
Like clear.
Ultimate is ready.
Up and away.
Just plant for everybody.
Wingman's plant. Up for more? I got you. Spike plant. Thanks, Wings.
Crouches. Ah,
Swamp
it's
grenade.
bad.
So here, you just stay in the smoke. You just stay in the smoke, get ready to fight. That's it.
Yo, ult on my count.
If Dizzy as well.
Go now. What now? Go, quick.
She's going again.
You had your fun. I've got your trail.
One enemy remaining.
Spawn. Nice. Good round.
Hey, high five, guys.
That's right. You tell him.
I think you could have used your Dizzy way earlier.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty well. Can I
You're
get
forgetting about your utility. It's a flash, right? That's how you have to think about it. Your E. It's my B, your E. For me, it would be B, but for you, it's E.
Okay.
Just, throw it out there when they're coming out, right?
Yeah.
Especially when you're in
I
that
forgot.
smoke, you should have just thrown it
Could have a
a
drop.
long time ago.
Nice.
It's all good, all good. Good round.
Keep up.
Yeah, sunset again. Let's play the same agent too.
I'm holding.
Cutting their vision. Enemy
God.
spotted. A. Dizzy's up. Back to me.
I'm blinding in.
Then.
Not the spike, Wings.
Reloading. Pressing alarm bot. Place bot. Placing swamp.
Wanna lie?
Sticking. Thanks, little man.
Okay.
I know
Okay.
exactly where you are.
One enemy remaining.
Dizzy's down.
Good. Much better. I like that. Flash and peek. I would wait a little bit
I got
longer
things to do.
before you flash and peek,
Yeah,
but
so he.
because like he's not out yet, right? If you just waited like 2 more seconds, he's probably gonna be like out and then get flashed. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can really say on that round. overall it's pretty good.
I'm thinking of using green actually.
Sure.
Let's do what we do.
Maybe leave the play shot.
Yeah, he's shooting. He's actually a duelist player. He's actually not bad his aim. He wants to get better on the game in itself, like
Dropping smoke.
They didn't wait for that.
play the game in depth, which is a good way of learning the game. So he's trying to play other roles and stuff. So fully understand him playing like kind of bad on these
Spike
roles.
planted.
Even when he
Thanks,
played
Wings.
Chamber the other
One
session,
backside.
I was like,
Two backside.
bro, he's got a
Three
lot of
backside.
work to do.
You're not gonna let me die, right?
One enemy remaining.
Okay, good job.
He's good.
Really good comps. Look what happened when you called 3 backside, they're coming. Oh my god, you're panicking, right? What happened? Your team just fucking deleted them because they're ready for that. They can play accordingly. Good job. Good comps. Keep working on these comps. Okay. Bro, most of us have good aim, but yeah, bro, it's not even offends me. It offends the students. 90% of my students are brain dead. Good aim, dog shit brain. Like literally, like
Time for a field
like the
test.
brain is just non-existent. Like literally, where's their brain? How can you not think as a
gonna
fucking
play
grown baby, like grown man? You cannot think.
Let me take the
But
open plan.
that's
Get out of my way.
sadly
Dropping smoke.
how the world is these days. Not a lot of common sense, not a lot of logic. People don't. Everything's emotions. Like people run off emotions
Oh,
a lot of the
he's
time.
in smoke. Jet market in smoke. Jet market in smoke. Arena 2. 2 market. 3 market. 3 market.
Last player
So
standing.
what do you think the problem is with this round?
I was rotating too much, like watching too much.
You're what, sorry?
Last player standing.
I was watching too much angles. Like I was
Mm,
holding backside and then like going towards market.
I think that's a little bit in play, but bro, you literally just ran it down into market, right?
Yeah, I wanted to push market. Like
Yeah, but you gotta be
Flash.
ready, right? You have your utility out, like, so you gotta
Yeah.
be slightly quicker if you're gonna do that play, because it took a while. But you should do it immediately, like as in you come out and you immediately go market. But you're out outside for a while and then you went. But yeah, that's
Okay,
mainly
so-
the problem, is that you're just not scaling like we talked about. Go back sight
Yeah.
like you did the round prior. That was a good round. You just go back sight, control. Right? Market, there's risk in going market. You have to understand that.
One here, one here.
Man, they stopped
Dropping
her.
He has judge, he has judge. Sorry, judge.
You stuck. But
Oh shit! No! Get away!
Oh, okay.
But that makes them very coachable. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty true.
Rash is
Just
ready.
because, like, and then the thing is, most of the time, I think
Last
students
player standing.
actually know how to aim, or
I
not
should have
know
used my
how,
info.
I should say, but kind of know how to kind of work on aim. But they don't know how to work on game sense. And to work on game sense is really like thinking. You gotta think. You gotta be critical. You gotta break down a lot of the moments in time and replay them in your head and be like, oh, this went
Can
wrong.
you smoke mid up and we push
Yeah.
the
Like,
market?
that's really the best way of getting game sense, or watching pros play all the time. That's really the
against
only
that.
way to getting like really good games, or pro like game sense.
You should buy Reina.
But a lot of
Oui,
people don't
it's
want to
your
do
bad.
that mental work because they're just so retarded. So it's like, I'm just like,
Buy anything, man.
Dropping a spike.
drop.
I got the
Alright.
spike.
I got the spike.
Spike dropped.
Do not yell at me.
Reload.
Have one of these.
I'm gonna flash market. Anyone want to push?
Go, go, go!
go, 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 go. It's clear, it's clear.
Wait, there's a cool gun over there. Hold on.
Oh, I close it by wrong. One backside. One here.
Boba, boba.
Reload.
One enemy remaining.
Come on, market last. Market or spawn. Nice. Good mid-round call. Okay. Slight hesitation though.
Before the switch. Time to
You're like,
spend this cash.
can we go market? I'm gonna flash. What happened? You flashed and you waited for your team to just go.
Yeah, it doesn't work to die alone. It's
I
gotta
know,
be
but
like
just let
How do
them
you know?
die if they're gonna fucking fuck off in mid, and you just
I
go
am
lead them.
actually-
They'd follow you.
okay. Okay.
Okay.
A lot of the times they'll follow you because you're the best player. That's how you have to look at
What's
it.
wrong with
Ándale.
Greg?
Okay.
You saying Asian can't be named Greg? What about Greg Heffley? That guy's Asian.
You did good.
Dropping
It's
smoke.
smoking. This guy doesn't wait.
At least
I'm on
he's,
the hunt!
at least he's
They're winning.
killing. Yeah, at least he's like killing.
I've got your trail.
Mike Sticky. Thanks, little man.
Holy, holy shit!
One enemy remaining.
Nuisance.
Here.
Dizzy's up top.
Look at this one tap.
Sure.
Oh, it wasn't me.
Okay.
Let's go.
Good half. A very good half. This is a
Hey,
defense
Gecko,
sided
truth or
map.
dare?
Switching
So-
sides.
Oh really? Is it defense?
Yes. In
Pero
pro
Oh, yeah.
play,
Gecko,
it
truth
means
or dare?
defense.
Radio night.
Ranked, not so much, but in pro
Hey,
play,
Gecko, truth or dare?
this is a defense sided map.
Yeah, Sentinels were winning retakes on B over here.
Yeah,
Or A.
th-
over here. Yeah, I know.
And there's a reason why it's defense sided. Look at the rotation from B to A as a defender versus attacker. The attackers have to go through spawn or mid, which there's a lot of risk. There's a lot of angles they have to clear.
Gecko,
But
truth or
defenders
Oh,
can
but
rotate
you-
so quick. You can go from A to B in like 10
Placing
seconds,
bomb
literally, in this map.
Oh.
Usually rotations take
Hey,
20
KJ,
seconds,
truth or
30
dare?
seconds, but this map,
KJ,
it's a
truth or
very
dare?
Dream big. Make it happen.
rotational, heavy advantage type map. Benefits the rotators. This is a shorter distance. That's pretty much the only reason. So, you heard a couple B. Call it.
Gecko,
Smoke,
what's the
smoke here,
cutest
smoke
thing you've
here.
ever seen,
Smoke here,
Gecko?
smoke here.
And they're coming in now.
Help me!
Flash, flash.
Dizzy's up.
Go backside, go backside. The wingman, send it down.
Spike down B.
Got touched.
Okay, what's the problem this round?
Last player
Ah.
standing.
I splashed late.
Yep. What else?
I whiffed.
What else?
One
more,
enemy
one more thing I'm
remaining.
looking for.
Here's your thing.
Just let him play. What else? You whiffed. Flash was late. You hesitated on the flash. What else? One big thing. What? And I'll help you. What other utility do we have?
Wingman, yes.
Wingman. So where you cleared left? You threw the dizzy left. They're not really running at you left. Where should we send the wingman?
Right.
Right downstairs.
30 seconds
And so you
left.
know how that first moment in time before the dog hit you, where you're about to flash left, like
Spike
you're looking at the
planted.
mini map, you're waiting for them to come out. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that moment? You should have flashed there right away, then go right, and then start throwing your wingman down there, whether you get hit by the dog or not. Okay.
Yeah.
So that way it deters them, as in it stops them in their tracks from getting to backside, or it makes it harder for them.
Yeah.
But you know, you're about to throw the dizzy, you hesitate, then they come out, then you throw your dizzy, and then by the time you went right, like the dog's coming, right? So
Yes.
it's probably
This is nothing.
that's a stickeroonie.
We should have stick there.
Oh. Actually, I don't know if he had time to stick it, but
I think if I stick it, you will.
I don't think so. He was actually pretty
Everyone
close.
note down your observations,
The guy would have
then
probably killed
let's
him.
Run it again.
But if he immediately killed him, I had time, but I don't think he
Yeah.
did.
Gecko, what's the cutest thing you've ever seen?
I'm gonna meet him.
Sure.
Okay, so okay. Smoke, smoke.
Drop in a smoke.
Saw you, Mosh.
Reloading.
What do you see? What do you hear?
Nothing. I think they're rotating, guys.
Good.
Yeah, they are rotating. They are rotating. Oh, okay, 1 minute. Did they close market?
Yeah.
So
They're
fast.
going A.
It's 26.
So what can we take from this round?
There.
Nailed it.
So,
Do You what?
Oh, they fake. No, they fake.
Yeah, they ran a fake.
Last player standing.
And
Spike
not
planted.
only
Yeah,
did they,
fake wins.
not only did they run a fake, the Cypher is a lurker. Okay, like as a,
Yeah.
he has a tendency to being a rat. Okay, he lurks up mid, so we gotta account for space and also take space. That's the answer to what
Inside
they're doing.
joke.
Fakes and lurking.
But I think they didn't need to fake. Like, they didn't want to fake until they heard like a lot of noise B. So
Whether
they
they decided it was a fake or not, to me it looked like a fake because of the Cypher coming up mid.
Placing
I
sentry.
think like yeah, maybe.
Regardless, we can just know that they're not running it down off this one round. That's how
Get out of my
it's
way.
Wingman.
Destroyed. Here. Multiple enemies mid.
Mm, mm. Thank you.
And you're done.
Nice fuse.
One enemy remaining. Spike down.
That's on
B.
B main. Call it.
Oh,
Focus on your comms a little bit, slipping, because nobody's talking, but you need to talk.
okay,
Okay.
yeah.
I know that's the case a lot of times where your whole team talks, so you don't want to talk, but
Thanks.
still, you should be the one. You should be the voice when nobody's talking.
Okay.
Feed them, guys. Mid, wait, last one B main, guys. Like, you know, add these like good, info feeding comms.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait, not out. Go. Don't over rotate. Stay over there. Stuff like that. Could lurk mid. Could be here, etc., etc. Good.
Run, little man. Shot my
One tile.
wingman.
One tile.
Skedaddle
Nice.
off.
Wait, he killed Cypher. Oh, he's the lurker. I think they're A. Yeah, they're A. He pushed.
Spike planted.
I'm behind, give me time. 2 elbow.
One enemy remaining.
Good.
Good job, guys.
Good space taking.
I'm out.
Reloading.
Good. By taking space, you knew where they were.
Turret
By
out.
knowing where they were, we knew what they can do. Right?
Beep, beep, beep. Enough of that.
Oh, yeah.
Are they gonna go A or rotate? If they rotate, you're in a position to catch them and
Pero
rotate.
like, why can't we just hug it out? Pinche radiant.
They're gonna push A, guys. Push B. They're gonna come B. So should I do the same one again? I don't think so.
You figure it out. Okay, if you want to take space, you can do it somewhere else. If you feel like they're gonna hold you, do it down A, do it down B, do it down whatever.
No, I think they're gonna come B, so I'm just gonna get one A.
Up and away.
Surprise,
motherfucker!
Sana, sana.
Yo, what's up, Evan? Thanks for the tier 1 sub.
When he took the orb here, he dies. That's fine.
Dizzy's up top.
Oh, it's stuck. Are they rotating, guys? Yeah, they are.
Crash is ready.
One more tiles, by the way.
Spike down. Attacker spawn. One enemy remaining.
No, 140, 140.
Gotta trust me there. Gotta trust me. I told you,
Oh,
last
yeah,
one
go.
coming mid. And you looked there, and then looked back spawn, and he...
Excited to be in a morning.
No, I heard him, but then I heard
Halfway
someone
dead.
on my left.
Oh, you
That's
gotta
why I
trust.
back.
Okay, good round. Really good round. You see the power in taking space, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Not only do we know where they are, because you didn't die. If you died, we know, oh, they're at one's outside A.
That
They're
was needed.
defaulting.
On both of you guys.
We knew what they were, and you
Yeah,
knew
one true fan.
specifically what they could do. Go B or come back. What did they do?
Bro, my foot
Yeah,
just
they
started
come
tickling.
They came back, and you killed. You should have killed 4. You killed 3. Really good round.
Oh, here, 2,
I've
3.
got your
There's
trail.
my buddy.
Bro, break the sky cabbages, please.
Saw you, little homie.
I'm gonna slow down.
3. Call
I
it.
think anyone?
You have Molly as well.
Blow him up, Mosh.
Dizzy. You have Dizzy.
Dizzy's up.
Ah! I can see. Elbow, elbow, elbow,
One
elbow.
enemy
That
remaining.
sequence was pretty good.
Spike
I
down.
like
Yeah,
it.
fuck. Looks like.
What do you
looks like
think
they
you
ran
could have
right
done with
into
your ult? A little bit better. Your ult, slightly better.
Dare you?
Jumped like when they
No,
jump
not.
a lot.
Like with the ult, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with that. I thought you meant you. I was like, no, you shouldn't jump with your ulting. Doesn't make sense. But yeah, with the ult, yeah, jump around. I like that. What else? I'll tell you at the same time. You launched it a bit too early. Like 1 second or 1.5 second early. Just run up a little bit,
yeah.
jump around, and then send it. You know how you shot early? So they're shooting it in the air. But jump around and then send it a little later, and they would have got detained. You could have probably even called 2 there. But that sequence was good. You're gonna reheat. I told you to, you know, use your utility.
Yes.
And it worked.
Oh, okay. Wow. God. Two here.
It's okay. Calm down. Calm down. Don't panic. It's fine. Just call out the information. He's 140, guys. 2 of them 1 HP.
No, I think Clove is too
Whoever,
heavy.
just call it. 140, guys.
140 on Jet, and
Good.
Clove is 80, I think.
Good. So look at our jet. Look at our jet.
Our Jet? Oh.
Yeah. Look at the
Oh, they
mid.
went A, they went A. They went A.
Or they're mid. No, they're not A, but they're all mid.
Oh, they went A.
Yeah, look.
One enemy
shoot,
remaining.
Oh, sorry.
Last one was where?
He was A main. He was B main.
Yep. So he's gonna be likely here.
Reloading.
Oh, they were playing Echo.
They're just batteries.
Okay. Gotta look at the mini map.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot.
I know. It's a little bit of a bad habit. Gotta look. All the information you needed was on the minimap. I needed. I knew they're all mid. How? Jet walked down. Bro, he has all the space. He walked down A. Nothing A means they're only mid or B main. And there's nothing B main anymore. So they're mid. And that's what happened. There's 4 mid. So you gotta look at the minimap. Okay. Good
Yeah,
round.
safe for old guys. Try not to die. One here.
Destroyed.
Smoke. Smoke.
Found them. Bomb grenade.
Mosh pit.
Wingman.
Go get him, buddy.
Oh.
Enemy spotted.
Nothing default.
Right here.
You gotta fight something. One more there. Okay, Reyna's there to your right.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Last player
Jet flank,
standing.
jet flank.
One enemy remaining.
He's stuck. You're right.
Block the sight.
Oh, I don't know why you did that, but you should just ran up on him, kill him. All good. Nice
I
try.
got your back. Just
I think that problem that round
on
is
the
that
front.
a good utility usage. You use everything, Dizzy, Molly, Wingman. But the problem was that you waited too long. You were stairs. What did you do?
I threw the molly first.
No, but after
I
that,
actually-
after all the utility, what did you do?
I stuck in this corner.
You just sat there in that corner. Just peek a little bit, swing,
Placing
run
swarm
down.
grenade.
right? Fight.
Placing swarm
Help your
grenade.
teammates. They're all fighting but you. You fought it at the end when they're all dead, but that's a bit too late.
Placing sentry.
So a lot mid.
No peeking.
Yeah, I'm gonna help.
Up the way. Somebody's there.
Spike down.
I'm killed.
Oh
I'm the only
my
one.
god! Oh my god! Oh my god! That's actually hilarious, bro.
I killed him. I'm the only one killed.
Nice.
Made
GG's.
a mess of yourself.
What's my problem here?
Match
Nothing.
point.
Unlucky. Nothing
Doing
happened.
what we're
There's
doing,
nothing to talk
and we
about.
got it.
Just unlucky.
money.
Maybe
Need
not
something?
crouch. That's probably it. Don't need a crouch when you're peeking garage. Market. Just swing.
Oh, did I crouch?
Yeah, you crouched and then to fight the cipher, and he just one tapped you.
Okay, it was fast.
That's probably it. That round was just unlucky.
Let's
I
see
think
how
the
it
dizzy
goes.
was good as well in market. The dizzy was really good. Could have been a bit
Get out of
quicker,
my
but
way.
still pretty good.
Here.
Dizzy's up
Okay.
top. Dizzy
Yeah,
has
here, here.
targets. You did good.
going link. One elbow. You should stay here. You should stay here. You should stay here.
Last player standing.
Here where?
Spawn. You should say spawn. Right?
Oh, I wanted to get one. Here? You mean
Yeah.
LI?
You should stay. You should stay. That spawn alley. Spawn or alley. Your teammates already link. What's the point of going link and giving up all the space you just have?
Like
'Cause
2v2, so I can trade it.
It's 2v3.
No, I mean like there's two here, so
Nah,
it's gonna be
no.
2v2 because.
But think about it this way. You both come out link, right?
Yes.
Do we have to re-clear spawn?
No.
Yes, we do. What do you mean no? Yes, we do. We don't know if they've crossed back in spawn or alley from elbow. How do you know?
There's one of my teammates here. I think.
How do you know they went from elbow to spawn?
Oh,
don't
you mean
know.
maybe from mid?
Turret out.
No, you're not understanding what I'm saying.
Saw you, Mosh. Got him. Rush is ready.
Okay, I'm gonna raid them.
Reloading.
I'm leaving you, Killjoy. Okay, it's just right. Oh, they close it. Okay.
So you just go pick up mid. That's it. You just go pick up top mid. That's all. Tell them. I'll pick up mid, guys. You go away.
I have mid. I have mid.
I know exactly where you
So they're going A. So I would just full rotate, honestly.
I have my ult. You can wait me. I have my ult. I have my ult.
Spike planted.
saw you, little homie.
I've got your trail.
I got two. I got two. I got two.
Dizzy's up.
Get him.
Oh.
Turret out.
Should wait for the skills royal.
Last player standing.
Yeah, that round was pretty bad from the whole team. Like we just spent two ults to lose the game. To lose the round.
We'll go again.
Not sure why.
Damn, you love being here. Like way too much.
Who needs a buy?
Can someone buy me, please? Appreciate
Gotta
it.
account for space better. You and Killjoy were on B. They're not out. Gotta tell the whole team, stay A. Stay A. Okay, gotta work on this type of communication. Or this thought process or brain power.
Placing sentry.
Everybody ran B.
Yeah.
Are they out? No, they're not out.
Why that? Oh, okay.
You killed the guy in the smoke. So they're not out.
Run, little man.
Gotta tell them.
Nothing tiles. Yeah, they're me. I'm flanking. They're coming back. Going back. Going back. Fake. 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 Going A. Going A. They're going A.
Had your fun.
Chase him, chase him, chase him.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. GG. Good. That space taking there at the end really won you the game.
This is my
I think
house,
overall,
baby.
your space
My
taking in this
house.
game won you the game. Okay.
Okay.
But let's go through these notes. Not many. Cons. Needs to be more patient with ult. Okay. Even near the end there, like you tend to just waste it. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, okay.
be patient with it. Make sure it has a function of clearing corners for you. Is just as important as trying to detain. Okay, so think about that a little bit. The next note is look at the minimap more. Touched on this. Don't need to go touch crazy on it. Next note is be more specific when calling enemy positions. He keeps calling here, here, and I wrote, what does that mean? How many? Who? Right? How many times did you do that? Here, here, guys. What does that mean, though?
Yeah, hello. I do hello.
Yeah, that's a problem. Because maybe not in this elo, but the higher elo, they'll be like, what is wrong with you, bro? They're not all there. Wrong. There's only one. There's only two. They'll be mad at you. And that's what I'm trying to help stop, where people are like, what are you saying? They're not all there, bro. And it's really important that you're specific and detailed. Okay?
Yeah.
So, instead of saying here, here, which
At
to
least
me,
two or one.
to me as an Immortal 3 player, when I hear here, here, like what does that mean? What does that mean? How many? So be specific. And also, not only be specific on how many, you can say it's who. Wait, Gecko's here. KO's here. That's what I do. I always call out who it is. Race, Reyna, Jet, whatever. Off hearing their utility or the whatever. Okay, knowing the minimap. Okay, so I'd like you to kind of Be more specific. I think your comms are good, but it's not specific sometimes. You're just panicking, saying here, here, here. What does that mean? To me, that means nothing. I don't even know what. If I was on your team, I wouldn't know whether to trust you or believe you or what you're saying. I'd be like, what? Like, am I supposed to rotate? Like, right? So be specific. If you don't know, then you talk in possibilities. Okay, so for example, you should have been like, guys, 2A main. Okay, now there's one more. Guys, there's 3. If you don't know, guys, 2 to 4A main. There's a lot. There's a lot. Okay, that's how you should be communicating in terms of being specific and detailed. Okay,
Okay.
so that's that. Be specific and detailed. Don't just say here, here, here. I don't know what that means. As a high level player, I don't know what the fuck that means when you say here, 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 here. Okay, does that mean rotate or leave or stay or 2 or 1 or 4 or my dog's there, my grandma, my dead grandma? Like what? What does that mean? Right. So kind of think about that and focus on that type of communication. Okay. The next note is needs to maintain and control space, especially on defense. He's just running off instantly. So I'll get in the game and show you what I mean. Okay. You were spawned. Wait, can you see my screen or no? You can't, right?
No, I can't.
You can? You can't, right?
No, I can't.
Yeah, let me show it to you. So you
Okay,
were
yeah,
spawned. Remember the situation 2v3 near the end. This was round 23, not 24, 23.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remember what I said? I was like, I'm trying to remember the conversation. I was like, I'm like, why go here when he's already
Right
here,
there.
right? And I'll explain. And you said, well, we can take a 2v2. Yes, there's some truth to that. Yeah, you guys are grouped up, but the problem is, and I asked you, I was like, do we know if they're here now? And you said yes, and the answer is no. We don't know. If this guy
Oh.
heard you elbow, right? For example, let's say this guy was here and he heard you running off because he can hear you from there, from here, running. Okay, what do you think he's gonna do? A good player, high level player, not a noob.
Who's gonna flank me?
How? You're
Like
right.
from alley. Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm looking for. He's
Careful
gonna
here.
take the space because he heard you. He's that aware. High level players are that aware. He's like, wait, one was Link, one was Spawn. The Spawn guy running Link. I'm gonna eat this space back up. That's what high level players do. Whatever is given to them, they'll take, especially when they can identify it.
Oh, the space is more important here.
The space here is more important.
Oh,
Look at
okay,
look at this map. If one's here and one's here, what can they do?
Just plant and wait. or
Yeah, go
back
elbow,
in.
and it's hard for them to cross this area, right? Because there's already one link,
Yeah.
right?
So
But
they
if you're
gonna go elbow or side.
right, but if you're both here and they know you're both here, and a good player would immediately take spawn. He would go hide behind the gen, okay,
Oh, okay.
or go alley or stay tucked, whatever. I can understand your logic too. Yes, there is some value in being together here, but the problem was that you're already so far. It's not like you were here when they're coming out and then you guys can flood out together. They came out planning the bomb and you were here. You killed one and then you started running for 5-6 seconds, then group up. Right? And what happened when you were about to come out?
My teammate was killed and I was.
He was
already
dead.
killed.
He was already. He
Yeah.
was on the way dying as you're coming to help him. Right? So that to me shows that it's too late. If it was like 3 seconds earlier, I think it was fine. But and I look at it in a different timing than you do. Obviously, you're like 3 seconds. Wait, there's not that much of a difference. That makes all the difference. All the difference. 1 second makes all the difference. Milliseconds make all the difference. I look at timing differently than you. 1 millisecond, 1 second, all the difference from giving up space and him taking it up, or you being there and just you guys are taking, having space and controlling and working the site together. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Or you should have rotated or not rotate to help him. That makes all the difference in the milliseconds and seconds. So you got to understand that in this specific scenario, it's going to take too long. It's going to take 6 seconds from you to go from here to there. It's too long. I'm waving my hand right now if you can see it. It's too long. No.
Yeah.
Stay here. Stay put and fight. Right? I
If
noticed
call-
this. Yeah, go ahead. What was your question?
If I called my teammate, like we can group up together and fight, was it gonna be good or? I should stay alley.
No. So what I said was, if you decided to go earlier, you know how it took you a while to go, right? Like if you
No, I mean, like, if I was late, like if I'm late, but I called that we can group up together and fight. Would
even
it
then,
be the
I think in this situation, this round, I'm thinking about this round.
No, I mean
Wouldn't
this
be
one.
the best. Maybe in a different scenario, it would be a better play, like a 2v2, 2v1, no brainer. But it's a 2v3. You're gonna have to take some risk. Why? Try to answer. Why do we have to try to take some risk?
Because we are down in numbers.
Yes, you're a smart guy. We're man down. It's different if it's 2v2. Maybe then you can justify going there and playing a 2v2. Even then, there's a lot of 2v2s played where it's split because we need control. We need to make sure as we're coming out here too, nobody's going to shoot us from where we don't know where they are or the space we had earlier, but we had to give up to group up. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And I know there's a lot involved, but I think in this scenario, I think you could have definitely stayed, held your ground, and killed people. Because I think you were shooting. Your aim was good too. You always, not always, I shouldn't say always, a lot of the time, you take a very passive approach. Me, if I was you in this scenario, you know what I would have done? They smoked me up. I would literally would have walked out that smoke and killed 2 people. Okay, I'm a different type of player. I'm an aggressive player. I'm a timing player. I know how to identify timings and not only know there's a timing there, capitalize on it. That's me specifically. I'm a different type of player than most people. 90% of people don't know even when the timing is there and how to capitalize. I know the timing is there and I'll take it and kill 3 people. That's me. Okay, but you can get to that point too. But to get to that point takes aggression. You gotta be aggressive to capitalize on timing, right? It's like we know the opportunity is there, but we don't take it. We don't take that leap of faith, dying or alive, right? You can kind of see what, how that won't work out in our favor if we know there's an opportunity. Even if it's not Valorant, anything in life, we know there's an opportunity there for us, but we don't take it, right? We're not being aggressive on the opportunity. Okay, you get what I mean? And it comes down to the
Yes.
definition of luck. A lot of people think luck is like, oh, this guy's just fucking got a rabbit's foot up his ass. He's lucky for life. No. Luck is, in my definition of luck, this is the definition I was taught when I was playing sports. I was an athlete my whole life. They said it's when preparation, when you're prepared, meets opportunity. Think about that. When you are putting yourself in the position and you are ready to capitalize, that is luck. Through practice, whatever, thinking, whatever it is, in terms of being prepared, whatever it is. It's the same thing. Gotta be more aggressive. I'm not saying run out here with your knife. Just feed. That's not what I'm saying. But hold your ground. Sit here. Make a play. Make it 2v2. Then start grouping up or whatever. But that's what will happen a lot at the higher levels. You're probably experiencing it right now where a lot of people solo play, right?
Yeah.
At the higher levels, it's somewhat similar. You're gonna have to be independent a lot. Yes, there's value in grouping up, but a lot of the times there's gonna be a lot of split 2v3, 2v2s, 4v4s. Everybody's taking 1v1s across the map, 4v4. Right? So you gotta be able to practice this as in holding your ground, protecting the space, maintaining the space, and then once you do that, now we can get more space. Right? For example, specifically, if you sat here, killed one, it's 2v2, what can we do now? Do we go back to our teammates?
No. Just
No.
wait
We wait, and what?
until like we know.
Sure.
Like
Utility
pre-planted.
might be coming
Then
back
we-
up,
yeah.
smokes, or the plant, or we hear some noise or whatever, but we wait to go to take more space to scale. Right? It's in that name. And I think I should put it this way. You kind of struggle with scaling. Protecting
Yeah.
space and moving forward, progressing. Right? You had to sit here
Yeah.
and then scale once, whatever, he gets a pick or you get a pick or whatever. It's 2v3 silent. Now we start scaling as it together, separately or together, it doesn't matter.
We should
Yes.
scale like after a kill. You mean? If I got a kill in
Yep.
2v3 and 2v2 now, I
Yep.
should scale.
Yep. And then you guys would individually scale, right? You answered the question. I said, if you sat here and got a kill, do we go back? You're like, no, we wouldn't go back. We're already here. Right? It's 2v2. Now we just start flooding out. He comes out here, I come out here. So it's a
Okay.
little bit
Yeah.
of food for thought for you to think about. A little bit different of a perspective. I can understand what you think. I fully can. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying never group up here. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying in this specific situation, when you're already here and the bomb is planted, it's gonna take too long. You're losing too much time. That's my point. You might as well have just sat
Right
here
there.
and make a play. Die or getting a kill or dying. Doesn't matter what the result was. It's just protect the space. Because if you did decide, which you did, to come out, and let's say he didn't die right away, which he didn't, he died immediately because you were too late. When we start coming out, not only do we have to clear
Right there.
here,
Right
elbow,
there.
here, we gotta re-clear here as well because we don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
key.
I see it now.
We don't know. That's the key. We knew when you were here, right? You're not dead. Nobody's here. But once you leave, do we know if anyone could take our space back when you're running off?
No. I don't know.
100% do we know?
No.
Not really. You may have a feeling, even me. A lot of times where I leave that space, I'm like, fuck, they're gonna eat it back up. I have a feeling. I just kind of know 60% it's a chance that some guy's gonna be there now. Not 100%.
I think-
But that
Yeah.
causes fear in me. I'm like, fuck, we gotta go re-clear this now. We don't know. Now when I'm running out to clear elbow, I gotta look here. Right? It adds a layer of fuckery to me. It makes it harder for me. Right? Instead of this guy coming out and you coming out. Now what do we have to clear? If this guy comes out, this guy comes out.
Okay.
What do we have to clear? Be specific.
If I came from here and he came from.
Yep. And he
Link
came
or
from Link and you came from here. What do we have to clear?
Jen or.
Yep.
Behind
Jen.
the
This
ball.
side Jen,
Yeah.
obviously, because you're already
And
looking
behind
here.
the ball.
Default box,
And
right?
elbow.
Safe plant, as they call it, and
And
elbow, right? And
Yes.
lane, obviously, he's got to look lane, and here,
Right there.
he's got to clear this area, right? But
Yeah.
that's the difference. You guys will already know. Wait, nothing close, spawn? Jen, safe plant, elbow, main, finished, 4. And if they're not here
Right there.
and here, where are they?
Elbow.
And here.
Right there.
They're main or elbow. We've deducted from 5 to 2. It's almost like a 50% chance of exactly knowing where they are. So you have to
Okay. Yeah.
so you,
Yeah.
so
I
you have to
see it
understand
now.
that. But if you group up here, you come through, we gotta clear. Safe plant, gen, back gen, spawn now, elbow, end main, and it increases it from 5 locations to 8. You get my point?
Oh. Yeah. I got
Right?
it.
So that's the difference because it's gonna bite you in the ass later. That's really my point. I'm not saying you can never do this. I think you can do this a lot of the times. But in this scenario, I think it was too late. And that's what happened. If you had this thought process 5 seconds earlier, beautiful. I think it was fine. But you did it too late. Right? It even showed in the round. This guy died before you showed up. It's too late at that
Yeah.
point. Might as well have just stayed here. Okay? So that's really all I meant. Do you understand this point?
Yes.
Okay, you understand my way of. I'm not even saying be me, but you understand my thought process here.
Yeah. I just realized I wasn't focusing on space
Right.
now. I just focus on space like when I'm defending
Yeah,
and they're
yeah,
pushing the other side. So
yeah.
yeah, I should take space.
And it's important that you understand space, not just only on defense side. It's attack side too. The attackers are the ones that are trying to gain the space. That's how you have
Yeah.
to think about it. What does the defenders have? We already have space. We already have real estate. We have A main, we have mid, we have B main all of sight already when the round starts. They're the ones that have to take it away from us. So when you're on defense, you have to understand you're the one that has to protect. Obviously, we regain space, we retake, right? The space we lost. But when we have space, you should try to maintain it. Try to keep it to some degree, not just immediately run off to group up. Especially when you're letting them know that you're running off. You didn't silently walk off, you ran. So they know. They can hear you running. Okay, especially if they're on site already. So
Oh, okay.
understand that. Right? Yes? No? They can hear you.
Yes.
The guy, if he was elbow, he would hear you from here running to link. He can hear you. The radius goes up to here. Can you look at the running radius. He can hear you
Oh,
run
okay.
off. Let's
Yeah,
say
I
you're
see
over
it,
here.
yeah. On side too, can hear.
Right? Look, he can hear you running the whole way. And he's not gonna stand still when he hears you run. He's gonna walk up as well. So understand that. Okay, let's move on from this point. I hope you understand this point. Not a big note, like as in you did something really bad. It's not like you fucked up royally. I don't even think that. It's just these small details make or break you being like a high level player when you can think about it like I do.
Yeah,
Right? With logic. We gave up spawn. Likely the guy's gonna hear me run off and retake that, especially in a 3v2. It's not like a 2v1, 2v2 where they don't have that many options. They can really only play on site. They're not gonna take that type of risk. If it's a 1v2, yeah, that guy will solo push spawn, but you know, when it's a 3v2, all they have to do is play safe and wait for you. Right? They're attacking.
right.
It's an objective game. All they have to do is burn. All they have to do is burn 38 seconds at 1 millisecond. They win the round. They don't even need to look at you, shoot at you, kill you. All they have to do is burn time. And space will help you not let them burn time. Because we don't have to re-clear that. We don't have to spend another 4 seconds re-clearing an area we already had. You get my point?
Yeah, I got it.
So that's the thing behind that thought process for me. Okay. All the small attention to detail changes not only your perspective, but also changes how you play the game. Become better. You think deeply. You think about things other people don't think about. And of course, you can get to immortal and all these other ranks or climb without using these skills. Yeah. But what do you think will happen to those players that climb without putting any thought to anything?
They're gonna like go down very fast.
They, some may not D rank, some may stay there, but what will happen is they'll hit a wall. They're stuck, hard stuck, don't know what the hell they're doing wrong or right.
Hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
And if you want to be there, don't think about these small details. And I know you don't. I'm just reiterating. If you want to be one of those average players that just don't know anything, don't know what to do, keep kind of not thinking about these things. But if you want to be a high level player or have a mind where not even me, like as in become me, but have a mind where you're like, oh, am I cheating? How did I know he's there? 100% he's there. I know. Nope. I don't even see him, but I know. If you want that type of skill set, gotta think about these small details. Okay?
Yes.
So that's that.
Okay.
Okay, the last note, let's get through it. Account for space better in terms of rotation. So I noticed that this is the last note for cons, so we're almost done, but I noticed that a lot of the times you're so caught up with defending the site. For example, you're on B. Sorry, you're on B, right? You're so caught
Yeah.
up with throw a smoke down, talking to your team or whatnot. You're not looking at your teammates' positioning. And when I look while you're defending, because I do that all the time myself, I can still look at my teammates while I'm on site defending a site. Okay, because I look at the minimap quickly.
Okay.
You would have saw all of them rotating, and they're all top mid.
Yes.
And I'll ask you, were they out sometimes? Most of the time, not really. They were
No.
not out. Very few they committed on B there when you were there. 2 times they committed, 5 times they didn't commit. Literally, like almost 5 times they started B, but they ran off. How many times did they do that to you? So many, right? But what happened was the times they didn't, you didn't tell your teammates to stay on A or take space on A or mid. So what did they do? The enemies, they just rotated back and had A for free, right?
Yeah.
How many times you rotating through mid and they're already in A link shooting you guys through down mid, like your
I think
side mid? Happened like
3
two.
or 4 times.
Yeah, it happened like 2 to 3, 4 times where everybody was on B, rotating A now, but nobody took space or anchored because you should have been the one that's telling your team, guys, stay there. One person stay there. Anchor, take space or whatever, walk down. And
But I
everybody's
think
just
like, it
dying mid.
shouldn't be me every time. Like I
Sorry?
shouldn't tell them what to do.
It doesn't matter. Even me, I
Like
have to tell players what to do in my lobbies, and they're immortal players, bro. Think about that. I don't
yeah,
want
like
to
they don't
babysit
know that
too.
someone should anchor.
Sure, but I don't want to babysit too, but I have to do it. Trust me, I've complained about this enough on stream where I'm like, why do I have to babysit these retards? These are immortal players. This is the 1% of Valorant. They can't even think for themselves or fucking know what's right or wrong. So if you're in Plat, you gotta do that even more. And I know, trust me, it's fucking annoying. It's super annoying. You're babysitting fucking 4 other adults. It's super annoying to win games. Bro, I'm the prime example of how annoyed I am with that. Okay, I get super annoyed with that shit. I yell at my team and crash out on my team over that shit. I'm like, how are you guys this retarded? Can't even know this. Okay? But if you're in Plat, you gotta make sure that you're super on top of them. You gotta be doing it 10 times harder than me. And I know it's
Yeah,
annoying, but you get my point. They're even stupider than my elo. That's why it's gotta be even more. Your teammates or your elo in general. I understand how you feel. Fuck! Why do I have to tell this guy to fucking anchor? Why do I have to tell this guy to take space? I'm sorry. That's just how it is. People are just so fucking unaware, so dog shit at this game. They need a babysitter. And what did I teach you from the beginning? What did I say? I said, I expect you to be the guy. You to be the leader. You to be the babysitter. You to be the guy to manage everybody. Did I not tell you this?
no, you did.
I did. I told you know how I know? It's because I tell every single student this on their first session. Every single one. If you watch all my VODs, I tell them the same information. You gotta be that guy to manage, babysit, direct, tell them plans by yourself for the whole team. I told everybody. Everybody. So there's no excuse. And I know. Super fucking annoying. Trust me. I went through that too, where nobody listens and I'm the only one trying. I still go through it now. In ascended 3, I'm ascended 3, ascended, high ascended, low immortal lobbies. Same shit. Babysitting these retards. But hey, I gotta do what I gotta do to win games. And that's how you have to think about it. You gotta do whatever it takes to help set them up. Whether that's babysit them, give them one direct communication, whatever. Not babysit them, take the whole game in your whole hands, whatever. Gotta do whatever it takes, and that's a part of it. So you gotta manage them. Okay?
Yeah.
Look for the space, account for space. So for example, you're on B, right? With Killjoy. They start a lot B main. Feed them the correct information. Guys, they're starting B. 3 to 4, a lot. Not in yet. I'll let you know when they're in. That's usually how I talk. When there's a lot and they're not running it in, like throwing utility to come in, I tell them, not in, not in. And I look at the map. I go, not in, stay, because I look where they are. And a lot of the times, when I look, they're not on A anymore. So I tell them, stay, stay, stay. Even to walk up A main if you want. Stay, stay. Take mid space. Take mid space. Right? Because I know they're not coming in. And I tell them, I'll let you know when they're coming in or when they're about it, when I feel like they're about to come in. Okay? And so that's why that information is crucial. That's why I tell them, are they in? Tell them, are they in? Tell them they're in. They're not in. That information is very crucial for them to play accordingly. Okay? Do you understand this note? Do you have any questions on it?
Yeah. No.
Okay, good. Okay, I think overall this session was really good for you. I'm starting to see some light bulbs on top of your head, right? Do you feel
I
the
hope
same?
so. Yeah, I feel the same.
Like, I feel like your mind's opening up a little bit more. Like, you're kind of starting to understand these things more in depth, which was not the case 2-3 weeks ago, right?
No, it is not.
You kind of would be like, yeah, yes, 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 this, but you didn't really fully apply. So you gotta kind of start not only thinking about these things in depth, but applying them. That's the next step for you. First step is knowing how to do it or what it is about, right? Second step is thinking about what that means. And then the third step is to apply. Make sure you're going to add it to your arsenal, your game, your playbook, your thought process, your mind. And then, you make sure that it's working. Because if you apply it and it's not working, it means you're doing it wrong. So you got to understand that. So if you apply these things correctly, bro, you'll be a really, really good player because you can understand it. I've said this from time.
Yeah,
I think you're a player that doesn't struggle with game sense. You're actually a player that struggles with more mechanical, fundamental stuff, positioning. Remember I said this a long time ago.
yeah.
But all this stuff will also help you with positioning and getting ahead and being like a ghost and stuff like that when you can put all of this stuff together. And I know it's a lot, trust me. Even me explaining it to you, this is the second time me explaining this stuff today, and it's a lot. The first,
yeah.
right? So you get my point.
Yeah,
Like, just me yapping about it is a lot. I'm not saying explaining it is no fun or I don't wanna. That's not what I'm saying. It's just it's a lot of information. I know it is. Just the way me explaining it and me trying to get you to understand. But
Yeah.
you have to understand before I let you go that it's really important. Really. All the stuff we talked about today, all the mistakes you made today that we fixed, really important that you're consistent with these stuff. Not you know how to do it and that's it. Consistent, as in you're doing it all the time. That's what I want. You know how to do it all the time. No excuses, round to round, every single game. Okay, and I'll be honest. There are some games I choose not to do it too, because I'm just like, ah, fuck, bro, I'm so tired. Like, why? I don't want to talk this game. Everybody's a little bit, but I'm telling you right now, 85% of my games, I do it all the time. I literally, I take the IGL role and I straddle up all my teammates. I babysit them. I straddle up myself and manage them to do whatever it takes to win. Because I understand how hard this game has become now. It's not just about okay. 2 years ago, at my peak, episode 6 and 5, you could run around like you do, shoot people in the head and win games. You can't do that anymore. If it was still like
No,
that, I
for
would
sure.
not teach you these things. I'd just be like, work on your aim, run around, DM 20 times a day. That's all I'll tell you guys. But it's more than that now. That's what you have to understand. It's not where the game was 2 years ago, where you can run around and shoot people. That's it. Now everybody, 99% of people, doesn't matter what rank, are thinking about what the enemy are
Yeah.
doing, what's our adjustment, this is our plan, let's execute it, or whatever. Everyone's more aware too. Super sensitive to noise. Back in the day, you could take your knife out, run behind a guy for 20 seconds, the guy wouldn't know you're there. These days, you can't do that. Even low level, they look behind them right away. Okay, I've seen it, I've experienced it. I know. So the game has gone a lot harder. So if it's gone harder, gotta get better as well. And you're on the way, you're improving. I think today your mind has opened up a lot, but that's kind of what I just want to highlight in terms of my point is that you apply. Make sure when I'm not there that you're doing these things by yourself all the time. Okay? Because I can tell when you
Okay.
don't do it in terms of not with me, like not you but students. I can tell they don't
Yeah, yeah.
they don't do it. When I come the next week, it's the same stuff. It's talking about the same thing. Repeat, 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 repeat. Not you. Some students, I'm just talking about the same 5 points we've talked in week 1 on week 8.
Oh,
Week 6. It's just the same and it's just boring to me. At that point I tell them, what's the point of I don't want your money. I don't want to coach. That's not why I'm coaching. I'm here to help you. I don't want money. I'm here to help you.
yeah.
And if you don't put in effort to help yourself, goodbye. I don't want to help you. What's the point of me wasting 3 hours a week, 6 hours a week on you, right? Some students do twice a week. So you got to understand that. Put in the effort to apply and then get better, grow, level up. Okay. I think you can with this information. Okay. And then also
Okay.
stay on top of your aim training. You're struggling a bit today, a little bit
No, for
whiffy,
sure.
not
I
clean.
wasn't like this in the morning. I was playing in the morning. I won all
Sure.
my games
Right.
with top
But I'll,
fragging goals.
I'll I'll ask you this: do you think a player that's consistently dropping 30 every game just says, "Oh, I'm only good in the morning. I'm only good at night."
No, I didn't say I'm only good in the morning. I
I'm,
said
I'm
I
not saying
was
you
good
did.
in the
I'm not
morning.
saying I'm not saying
Uh,
you are. I'm just saying I'm giving you an example.
oh,
Okay?
okay. Yeah.
Do you think the best player in the world says those things? Wait, I was hot in the
Mm,
morning. That's it.
no.
No, they don't. It does not matter when they touch the keyboard and mouse in Valorant, they will drop 30. And that's a consistent player. That's a good player. And I'm trying to push you towards that with no excuses. Don't make excuses. Oh, in the morning it was hot. Now I'm not hot. I don't care. I could care less. If you're a good consistent aimer, you're going to shoot consistently every game. How do I know that? Cuz I do that. I drop 20 minimum almost every game. Okay, win or lose. Okay, match MVP or not. Okay, I'm consistently my headshot percentage on tracker is 32% average. Some games I'm dropping 50% headshot percentage, 40%. Okay, my average is 30, bottom is 30. Think about that. My top is 58%, 60% headshot percentage. Okay, it's
Yeah.
consistent. It's all about consistency. That's the key.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't care how
Yeah.
you're shooting today and earlier or later you will, but what I saw today was not consistent. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying you're a bad aimer or anything. Just I honestly, I even think you're a good aimer. Some of the chats were saying, "Yo, he's shooting. He's got pretty good aim." Some people in the chat were saying that, but it's the consistency that I have trouble with you. It's like I want it all the fucking time. No excuses. No days off. No games off. And to do that, to get to that level, is being on top of your training and not only just doing the same stuff you've been doing, is
Okay.
finding new stuff by yourself. Okay.
So
Obviously,
what
if you
should I do? You know like any? I do like aim labs and this matches.
yeah,
to do
I,
anything
I, I
else.
sent you the routine, right?
Yeah, I have one, but I started doing yours, the playlist. I did the playlist of
The
what you
Kovacs
sent. Yeah, no, the aim labs.
aim labs one. Yeah, yeah, that one's really good. So what you need to do is stay three times on each exercise, right?
3 times.
Yeah,
Oh, I was
yeah,
doing
yeah,
it once.
yeah. So that's already a problem. So you should be doing it 3 times each exercise.
Okay.
The whole list I showed you, the 2 photos. If you do it 3 times
Yeah.
each exercise and you do it well and properly, it should only take you maybe an hour. Yeah, about an hour, 40 minutes if you do it quicker. But and also I'll try to find the video where I taught um one of the guys that because I have videos where I teach on aim on Kovacs, the aim training routine, but I didn't post the video on aim
Sure.
lab. So what I'll
Oh, yeah.
do is, and I did it already with another student. So what I'll do is send you his videos
Video.
so you can
Yeah.
kind of just see what we talk about when he was doing the aim lab stuff where I'm like, yo, like, precision, slow it down, this, right? Stuff like that. I'll try to look for it. If I can't, then we'll do it next week if you want. We can do a mechanical session next week where I
Oh,
watch
yeah.
you I watch you actually let's do that next week. I'll watch you
Yeah.
next week. So don't warm up or anything. Show up to the session, and then we'll go
Okay.
through the aim labs together. I'll show you how to do it properly, how I would like you to do it. We'll talk about the scenarios, what it's for, etc. Whatever. If you have questions, and then we'll go into the range. We'll briefly warm up, or you can do a DM if you don't want to range. Briefly warm up. I'll even show you some range stuff. If you don't have any stuff, we can go through that,
Okay.
and then you'll get to play one game, and then
Yeah.
yeah, that's that. We'll break down the game at the end, like just now, and then um, you'll gain some knowledge on how to aim train properly and becoming a consistent player. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that would
that's
be a good one.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think that would be really good. Cause I remember you were like, oh, let me know if I need to do it, and I think that now is the time. Um,
Okay.
but you remember
Yeah.
that conversation, right? Yeah, I think now is the
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
because this will help you take leaps forward if you do it properly. Okay, so next week, you want to do the same day, same time?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do 9:30 p.m. EST.
Okay.
And then it'll be a mechanical. Let me just write this down, sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
9:30. Okay, and then we'll do a mechanical session. Okay. Do you have any questions? Any more questions? Anything you want to talk about? Now is the time. And
No.
I'll tell you this right now. You should be asking questions. All I tell all my students, you
Uh,
guys should be asking a lot of questions.
I don't have one. Yeah, I don't have one in my mind now.
Okay.
It's just
Okay.
yeah.
No worries. I just wanted to see. All right.
Yeah.
That's that. Okay, really good session. I already know you're starting to kind of open your mind up to these things because you're like, whoa, whoa, and you're like, whoa, this and this and this, right? I can see it. I can
Yeah.
smell it. Okay. Keep being
Okay.
curious. Keep thinking about these things. Keep not only thinking but now applying them too. All these small attention to details I see. I would like you to try to pick up too. Okay, so
Okay.
that's that. Good session today. Good
Thank you.
job. I sent you these. Wait, did I send you these notes yet? Make sure I
Yeah.
send it to you before I forget.
Okay.
So I'll send you these notes right now. Take a look, and then stay on top of your training stuff for this week.
Yeah.
And then next week we'll go through it. But this week, try your best to get through it as best as you can. Okay,
Okay.
that's that,
Yes.
bro.
Thank
Okay,
you.
good job, Lukey, today. Okay.
Thank you.
Just keep
Okay.
focusing on this stuff. Good luck on your games, and remember, you gotta babysit these guys, bro. That's the only way to
Okay.
really win, like long term. Obviously, we can win without playing or like babysitting, but if you want like 4 or 5 game win streaks and like you're promoting twice in a day and stuff like that, bro, or like couple
Yeah.
days, bro, you need to babysit hard. And I know it's annoying, but that's just like a tip
Yeah.
for your games when you play. Okay, you gotta babysit them and
Okay.
be clear in your communication because that's one thing. That's the only problem I have with your communication is it's hard to hear you sometimes. The
Oh. Okay. Yeah.
clarity or the volume, you're mumbling. Put your chest out a little bit and show your voice who you are. Okay? Shouldn't care about your
Okay.
accent or anything like that, which a lot of students do. They're like, oh, well, I had some girls. They're like, oh, well, I'm a girl. They're so mean to boys. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. If you're a good
Yeah.
player, you're gonna have a voice. They're gonna respect you. Make them respect you by making good calls, making good feeding info calls, plans, identification, rationalizing. They will respect you if you can break all this stuff down with them. And that's what I do. I do this whole protocol. I tell them, guys, this is this is what we're gonna do. I want you here, here, here. They all listen to me. Nobody says anything. because they know I'm thinking about the game that they don't, because the way I talk to them. Okay, so that's that, bro. Good job today, man. I'll see you next week, Friday, 9:30 EST.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
Yep.
Good job. Good luck on
Thank
your games
you.
today.
Thank you.
Later. Peace. Keep in touch.
Bye.
Peace. Woo! Really, really good session, guys. And I'm trying to